Hey guys, welcome in. Usually I start with music, but we're going to jump right into the music. But first, before we get going, this is our buddy down in New Orleans, Jed the Sloth. Give him a shout out, give him a play on it.
Playing for some big stakes. Let it marinate, trying to get a big steak. Big steak, laying chops on my dinner plate. Daddy get the big piece, little boys gotta wait. Tired grapes, trying to carve another lane. Her nails did, tigers out with the magnetic paint. No time to take a break, you can chill, but I can't. I ain't go to country day, my father, he ain't had no name. I take the banks, occupy the space. Post up in that bitch until it bleed, make it men straight. I'm pumping marathon, you get burn out in the race. Party time and Chuck E. Cheese, Ninja Turtle game machine. Gorgonzola on my pizza, I go see the shining sea. State to state, I'm heavyweight. Yokozuna for my people. I need some pecorino, you just standing in the way. Turning up tsunami waves, you just idling in the way. I'm not trying to be my dog, where you can't say. I'm not trying to be my dog, where you last say. I'm not trying to be my dog, where you stay say. I'm not trying to be my dog, I got to hate. I'm not trying to be my dog, where you can't say.
My man, welcome back to the Sibby Sports Show. You see, I got them on the old Pit Vipers with the Southern Miss splash paint. You can't find that anywhere, buddy. You got to get them custom made. Listen, Ric Flair said it best, brother. These shades cost more than your rent, brother. Hey, now, listen to me. Let's get after it. Can't wait to get on this show tonight. I got Pops. We got Matt back there. We got everybody trying to get on the show tonight. I cannot wait to talk about this Golden Eagle football team, talk about the Lane Kiffin and Jaden Daniels LSU drama, a little triangle there. You could say a square if you put old Brian Kelly in the mix, because we're going to talk about him a little bit too. Talking about, man, I see the text rolling in, bro. I got y'all. Listen, let's get after it. I hope you liked hearing the Jed the Sloth down there in New Orleans, man. Got to get a little bit more verses, but we getting after it, brother. Let's get after it tonight. And don't forget, I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Man, oh man, I don't know what happened to Pops, brother, but Matt, talk to me. How you been? I love the hat. We got the white on yeller again.
Good. It was so hot out there. On the forecast, it's 100 degrees on every day down here. We are burning up hot in Hattiesburg.
Yeah, I got in the car the other day. I was leaving work, and I jump in that son of a gun. I get off about 2:30, and I get in that son of a gun, Matt. And all of a sudden, I look at the dashboard, and I'm in Lacombe, Louisiana. I'm leaving work out of Lacombe, Louisiana, and the car now. The index, it tells me the degree, and it tells me the index too. It tells me both. And the index now was 111, and that was today. That was today. Pops, welcome to the show. Oh, he got another hat on today. Let me zoom in on that, Pop. Let me see. Pops, the man, the myth, the legend. Man, ain't that supposed to be Bigfoot or something? I mean, he act like he I tell you, boy, I like that hat, Pop. Where you find this stuff?
Man, you give my secret, man.
Oh, that's what it is. All right.
You're
Pops,
my
how you
sister,
doing?
man.
How you doing, man?
Oh, same old same. Running around seeing doctors and chasing wild nurses and
Oh, boy, you a hunt.
Well, mostly I'm running from them. Well, rolling from them. I'm rolling from them. Fast as my wheelchair go.
Pops, how do you feel right now? You look good.
Well, a lot of it's mental, getting your mind right, and I try to keep my mind right.
What helps?
Well, I stay about 2 hours studying something to do with, some kind of ancient history or culture or religion, or I do ancient poetry, different religions, architecture, ruins, megalithic ruins, all kind of stuff. Do that. I read the Bible.
No music.
Huh?
What you say, Matt?
No music.
Me?
Yeah.
Not too much.
No.
When I first, it's kind of crazy. I've been through similar circumstances before where I was right there. They'd tell my family, well, this is it, and
yeah, they did.
I'd pull through, and everything kind of go back to normal. But this time, it was a lot different. I was a different experience. I mean, I had each one of them was kind of same, but not. And but this one was different. And for some reason, it was just fast track, dude. It was like going back over my whole life over and over and over and over and over and over. And I couldn't stop it, dude. I mean, I'd even start to pray and think of something I did 30 years ago.
And reflect that through scripture, you're saying, on your life?
Well, I don't know. I really can't say, I hear people say, well, I regret this or I regret that, or if I could do something over again. And
Pops, I live with regret. I ain't gonna sit here and lie about it. They say don't, but I do.
Well, there's no
things in my life. I've done things in my life that I promise you I shouldn't have done, and I look back and I know better, and I do regret it. I know better, and I definitely know better now.
If I lived in regret, then I'm not learning anything in life. The things that I done purposely stupid, because I ain't never did anything accidentally stupid. But everything I've done wrong was on purpose. When people say, "Whoa, this happened, that happened," it doesn't matter. You made a decision, you did what you did, and just be accountable for it. But if I lived being regretful and going back, then there's a lot of things I wouldn't have got to experience that were blessings in my life because I did make a mistake and learn from it.
Sure.
And
that makes sense.
There's times during my life that I wasn't living right, and I just
That's me.
I'll just say it and be open with it. That for y'all three, Doug, Miranda, and you, up until I guess Doug was probably 16, somewhere 17. I was on the right path. And then, I didn't fall from grace, I walked away from it. It was a purposely done thing, and I was tired, but that's still no excuse. I did what I did. And at a time that was the most important time for y'all, and if there's any parent out there, you need to pay attention to something. That I should have been on the right path. A time, the most impressionable life things is during those years, those teenage years, during the rebellion years. And it's kind of like, how can I tell my kid not to smoke if I'm smoking?
Yeah.
How can I get on to my kid about drinking if I'm drinking? How can I say something about my youngin' cussing if everything come out of my mouth is filth? And I think parents need to look at that, because children, no matter what age you are, they're a sponge, and we're products. Usually, there was an old thing I studied years ago. Said every person is a product of 6 people: his mother and his father, and the 2 grandparents on each side. And we steal personality traits. Each one of us, we might laugh like an uncle, or walk like our grandfather, or whatever.
What you're talking about? Me and the guy that works with me, he's a real smart young fellow. We talk about AI. There's all this going on with AI. AI somebody said if you could invent an AI that is in the cloud, it's tough. It's going to be bad.
And within 15 minutes, they can write a song and make a music video and all that in AI.
But I'm telling you, a human being can do what Pops just did. He can reflect, and there's AI can't do that.
That's right.
Well, here's one thing. I get if you was ever around me, Matt, and we got to talk like person, had time, you'd understand a little bit more about my personality, and people that know me. I'm one of them that when I think, you might well get the drill out, because I'm fitting to get down in there.
I know that's right.
But
Pops, Pops can get in some deep thoughts, some deep conversations, man.
But here's we can say, all right, like AI, that's artificial intelligence, correct?
Yeah.
It's mechanical. It's stuff that we made that is material, that's like physical material, whatever, silica, mercury, silver, gold, and plastic.
It's like NIL, name, image, and likeness.
My thought's a little deeper, is how does flesh have intelligence?
Well, see,
and how does flesh recall, have memory, speech?
I wish I'd have met you early, because when I was a kid, if I brought that up, my parents would go through the roof.
Put your hands on the bed, pull your pants down, son.
Crazy. You don't want to hear all
that. You
heard
me, Matt?
What?
Put your hands on the bed, pull your pants down, son. You're getting a whipping. Hey, guys, let's get into it. I love you fellas, but we're going to get into it. You mentioned Doug. You mentioned my sister, Miranda, and you mentioned me, obviously, Pop. Doug was the first comment on the show tonight. Oh, Doug Smug, the Texas Longhorn, Texas Doug, if y'all remember him on the show. Longhorns 16-0. Pops, what's going on down there in Austin, Texas?
Oh, I sent you a text earlier today. What was they ranked?
In the text you sent me?
Yeah.
That's not the official poll now, Pop.
Well, I know it was that guy's.
Yeah. Now the text you sent me.
There's a lot of there's possibility, but boy, they got a crazy tough schedule.
Right here, the text you sent me, Pops. They had them at number 7 in the country.
Yeah.
Starting off number 7, Texas Longhorns.
And they got Miami at 4, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it. That's overrating us right now. It's not approving. We lost a lot on both sides of the line, defensive line and offensive line. And hopefully, if Texas has an offensive line and they got receivers that will catch the football, then they might be there. They
Well,
got
what are you
it.
thinking, Pops? I mean, you're saying they might be 16-0. Is that what you're saying?
No, I doubt that.
They got too many hard games. They got to play Texas State and UTSA, and the rest of them are going to be battles. They don't have but two lower level games.
Man, that is rough.
That's
Maybe
16-0. That's 16-0. Now, what Indiana done last year? Then that's going to be a hard thing to match every year, man. These schools,
last game that they did. They don't have that one toward the end of the year that SEC puts in there. They don't have that. That
here
easy.
it is right here. Old Tennessee Chris 2144. Man, beautiful picture. I'd love to know where that's at, by the way. That's beautiful country, wherever that's at. What's that, Pop?
look like the Smoky Mountains.
Well, I mean, I figured, but I'm saying, like, where is that? Would that be around Cherokee, or is that Pigeon Ford? You know, that kind of stuff. He say, I think you guys can be pretty good under Coach Anderson. I mean, he's a rebuilding coach. I think Coach Anderson. I want to go first on this one, guys. I think he's a rebuilding coach. I think he's not a flipping the roster overnight. I understand we got 70+ new players, new faces. We got the 3 fellers coming back. But what I'm saying is Coach Anderson's a guy, when you look at his track record, he's not like the Huff. He's not like the Lane Kiffin. Name another coach that, insert here the coaches that can flip a roster overnight and have a winning season. People want to talk about Kirk Signelli at Indiana. Another good example, in my opinion. But Blake Anderson, I got him as a 2 years and that's a lot, still saying a lot to me. I think Blake Anderson's really going to get this thing rolling in year 3, guys. I think we need to be patient with him. I don't think it's this year. I don't think it's next year. I think now, could he do it? Yeah. Could Blake Anderson come out right now and win 6 to 8 games and take us to a bowl game? Yeah, he could do that. Could he do it next year? Yeah, he could do it next year. But the way I feel about Blake is he is a real rebuilding coach, and he develops. I think he develops. He had Arkansas State, people. Jonesboro, Arkansas, winning football games. He went out to Utah State now, in a state with Utah Utes that Alex Smith had just dominated. And still, the Utah Utes dominate that area. But they were winning, their conference championship. So that's where I'm at with Coach Anderson. Who wants to take this?
I'll take it.
Go ahead, Matt.
Well, he did good. He won 1 Mountain West and 2 Sun Belt Conference championship. He's been doing good. He's got 30 years experience from what I recall. As far as staying here 3 years, that is interesting. People are saying that he wants to stay put.
Good. Hey, good.
I've heard that. I don't know if it's true. I mean, you hear both sides of it, but
you do know they always say that. Like Coach Huff said he loved Hattiesburg. And
I didn't actually I heard it from somebody else.
Okay.
But it wasn't out of his mouth. I don't know if I heard it. I've heard, it's been so much media, but seems like somebody said he would, like he I've heard he wanted to be here.
He'd been wanting to come and be the head coach for the last 2 or 3 times.
And he applied for the job several other times. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
But
he reminds me a lot and they're different, guys. And Pops, I'm not saying they're identical. Him and Kane Womack. The way that, Kane Womack, a lot of people want to throw shade on him that, he didn't get the job here. He goes to South Alabama. He did really good with them and then took an assistant role where at Alabama? I think he went to Alabama as an assistant. And a lot of people got pissed off about that, saying that he's like undermining himself and that he could have went to a mid-major school like Memphis or Tulane and just kept going up the ladder and eventually been a big-time head coach with Kane Womack. And then if they say that about him, I honestly think Blake Anderson might be a little bit better than Kane. So if they're saying that about Kane, Matt, what's that tell you about Blake Anderson?
Well, that's something that needs to be said. Just think about our situation. You take the pros and the cons, being ranked 123rd and all this. It's some people talking about, let's just shut the whole thing down. And then he is a 30-year coach who has proven credentials. He's got.
Now you're saying he. Are we talking about Kane or are we talking about Blake?
Talking about Coach Anderson.
Okay.
As far as Womack, is his father the one?
Yes, sir. I already know. Yeah, go ahead though.
His father was he was the best defensive coordinator I ever heard of. I mean, he had some of the best defenses back during that Conference USA.
That's him though. His dad coached and Kane kind of followed, and he's a great defensive coordinator as well now.
Well,
that's why Alabama obviously took him, right?
Well, you're probably. I mean, I'm just guessing here, but he's probably making more money at Alabama
as he was the head coach at South. That's right.
One thing about it, playing at Alabama, there's a difference. Head coaching a mid-major, or being an assistant coach, or a offensive line coordinator, defensive line coordinator, whatever. At a place like Alabama, it far exceeds being a head coach at mid-major.
What, you talking about money?
Well, no, I'm talking about the next step up at the D1, going to a bigger school, having a bigger chance.
Well, Pops, give me your direct opinion. You can go forever. You can wrap it up short, but give me your direct opinion since we're on that topic and what you just said. What's your opinion about a 1-11 coach at a lower end Division I school now at a mid-major at Tulane? Talking about Will Hall. I mean, he failed. Let me tell you, he failed at Southern Miss, and it's like he got a promotion. That's my opinion. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know how them Louisiana folks think.
I ain't never seen nothing like it.
I've never seen a coach at a smaller program fail and then get a head coaching job at a bigger school. Never seen it.
Anybody that I've ever talked to that was not surprised about that hire. I don't know what in the world's going on down there.
He is a weasel. He can sell it, brother. He is the best salesman since he'll sell what they say oceanfront property in Arizona, brother. Coach Hall will sell it to you.
Well, they say he's got talent from leftover. You talking about we never had a quarterback down here. I mean, talk about
we're obsessed with him though, huh?
Well,
that's what they say.
We
do talk about him a lot. I mean, we surely do.
If you've been through what we've been through, you'd know. I mean,
I think we talk about him as much as we talk about all the other coaches. We bring up Bauer, we bring up old Ellis Johnson. We do talk about a lot of different coaches.
I've always heard you can't say Ellis Johnson's name out loud.
Yeah, well, who made that rule? We say what we want on this show, big dog. How about that? I mean, we don't cancel, we don't delete history like people want to take stuff out them history books. We don't do that. How about that? How about them apples? What they say, real quick. Kaz, he's throwing shade on me, but I'm going to still put it up there. He's trying to embarrass the non-embarrassable Pop. He's saying, and I talk to Kaz almost every day on Snapchat. We go back and forth talking crap. He's throwing me under here. He said, howdy, y'all. I caught Sippy earlier using the word, but donka-dunk, Pops. And that is true. I'll admit I used the word. He said, Pops and Matt, I hope you scold him for that later. Anyways, don't ask Sippy about the conference. What's that say, Pops? I don't know what that means.
College football playoff.
CFP? What is that?
College football playoff bracket he refuses to accept. I don't understand what he's saying there. All right, y'all.
I don't know a deal about that. Yeah, he's trying to embarrass me real quick. He ain't going to embarrass me, guys. He said there's some nerd dating his computer right now who hates Pop's guts for that. Oh, he's talking about when you're talking about AI, Pop. He said there's some nerd dating his computer. Hey, he probably needed to hear it, right? He probably needed to hear it, Pop. You know what they say, Pops, the man, the myth, the legend. Get with it to get out of here. Well, anyway, go ahead, Pop.
I'll tell you what you'll hear. You'll hear from me you'll hear me for Titus chapter 2, verse 1. But speak thou the things that become sound doctrine.
Come on now. You look, you knock him out and you say, you know what, I was putting holy hands on him, brother.
That's right.
I was just healing the blind, brother.
No,
All right,
just-
anyway.
I'm just going to tell you like it is, whether you like it or not. But,
I was just healing the sick, bro. All right, anyway. Miami has a better 26 over Texas. Miami is scary. Now, hold on, Cos. I kind of wish he was on the show because I want him to go first. He's saying Miami's scary. I want to go straight to quarterback position. Are you saying Mensa's better than Arch Manning? Is Mensa better than Arch Manning? Go ahead, Pop.
On that ranking that I was looking at, guy go, I was watching the whole thing. He had his podcast, pretty good. He was informed, very informed guy. But he got Oregon ranked number 1. He got Notre Dame ranked number 2.
That's both wrong.
And he went into this big spiel about Notre Dame.
Because of Dante Moore. Where's that guy live? Oregon?
And they may be that. We're going to find out. Miami, we're going to find out.
They're not in the Pac-12. This ain't small ball no more, Pop.
Yeah,
they got to play Michigan. They got to play Ohio State.
We're going to go
small ball.
The cons versus the convicts, or what is it? How was it? The nuns versus pimps, or whatever.
Pop, you're avoiding the question. Matt, is Mensa better than Arch Manning?
I wouldn't say so. I mean,
no, he's not.
But
Arch Manning is the best. Arch Manning right now is the most professionally skilled quarterback in the NCAA.
That doesn't mean he's a great college quarterback, though. And you know that just because you're great in college. Look at Tom Brady. Look at Patrick Mahomes. Come on, guys. These guys, I mean, don't get me wrong. Patrick Mahomes against Baker Mayfield, one of the craziest statistic game. I think they both had 800 passing yards. Y'all remember Texas Tech versus Oklahoma when Baker Mayfield was there. Patrick Mahomes should have won that football game, but the Heisman Trophy winner, Baker, right, guys? Anyways, what you got for me, Matt? I see you looking.
So wait a minute. Miami isn't on the schedule of Texas. They don't actually play in the regular season.
No, I'm not. No, we didn't say that.
Oh, I thought we were taking off.
No, you're. It is kind of. It's worded like that. He says, Miami is better over. I see what. Yeah, it's kind of worded like that. But you know what, Matt? Hold on. Since you went there, if it was in a neutral site,
Looking for
who do you got, Matt? Who do you got?
Neutral.
Who you talking about?
And watch this. This matters too. Not at the end of the season. Just say they opened up against each other.
Well,
What do you got? What do you think? Neutral site.
The thing I can't forget is that young receiver on Miami. I don't know
Tony.
Yeah,
Tony.
what's his name.
Tony or Tony or
It's
something.
Tony.
Tony. Toney.
Yeah.
That's a game breaker right there. That dude was something else.
Well, you say that. What about the guy? Do you think the guy that Mensa's bringing with him from Duke, or is he just piggybacking off of him?
Well, now he's your deep threat guy. He's that guy that has that speed, and he's just going to flat out run you cornerback out there, and he runs great. He knows how to run a pattern.
The guy from Duke you're talking?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
See, Pop, I'm be honest, I don't follow a lot of the stuff of Miami on my Facebook. So I don't get the updates like you
But
do.
now Tony is a guy, you line him up right there in the slot, or you get him in the backfield, and you just snap the ball and get him the ball fast. You want the ball in good hands.
17 years old last year, wasn't he, Daddy?
Yeah, he's like trying to tackle a greased pig.
But imagine at that age how much they can mold and develop him, and especially under Cristobal. I don't know about the receivers and all that stuff, and everybody says Cristobal can't develop. You know what I think Cristobal does, y'all? I think he hires good people around him. I think he hires the guys around him that can do that job. And
Head coach can't do all that.
say that again.
Not a positional coach. Very seldom head coaches basically
even all the way down to the junior college level, that stands true. When I was at East Mississippi, Coach Stevens, he didn't call the plays. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, he didn't. There's years he had to. Once he lost Coach Marcus Wood, one of my favorite guys. He was my favorite coach there. I'm gonna be honest, I love you, Coach Steven, but I love Marcus Wood, man. And he was the best offensive coordinator I've ever seen, call plays in my lifetime. And I think that's always going to stand true, in my opinion, because he could get us out of anything. Now, anyways, with that being said, Coach Stevens was an offensive line coach, Pop. Matt, everybody kind of looks at him as, doing all the stuff and all, working out the gears. Now, he had the final say. Now, if he liked the quarterback and he knew that, hey, he needs to be the guy, he would tell Coach, and Coach Woods thought it was another guy that should be the starter. Coach Stevens was, no, this guy's the guy, and you get the start, and that's kind of how he was. And even though he had the final say, he was just kind of like the face, man. I'm not trying to undersell that either, because Coach Stevens did a lot, but he gave his coaches around him a lot of open space. He didn't micromanage his coaches. Does that make sense? He kind of, hey, this is your offense. I'm the offensive line coach. You're the offensive coordinator. I'm also the head coach, so I have the final say. And there's times they stepped on each other's toes and they would yell, at each other. But that's football, and that's what grabbing you know what's about and being a man sometimes. We're opinionated. But anyways, with this being said, Tony, I truly believe, Pops, at the beginning of the year to the end of the year, I don't know who the wide receiver coach is, nor do I know who the OC is at Miami, but I saw development, okay? Now, what happens at quarterback position, I understand is 100% on Cristobal. He loves to go out and get a guy that already knows what he's doing, to where it's almost like, Matt, I don't have to worry about quarterback. Let me coach the rest of the team.
Cristobal, first of all, he was offensive lineman. He knows offensive
I didn't
lineman.
know that. I didn't know that.
And that's his focus right off the bat. And Cristobal don't like to throw the ball. If he can pound that donut every single play of the ball game, he gonna run the ball. He wants to shorten the game and shorten them daggum possessions in his favor. He don't like running up and down the field. I can tell you right there.
Who's filling in where Bain left off?
You broke up. Say it again.
Who's taking Bain's place? They gonna miss
Man, that's a very good question. Nobody can take that feller's place.
What was he, about third?
There's a guy came from Missouri. Oh my God, he was real good at Missouri.
Hey, real quick, speaking of Bain, I can't wait. I know Pops don't care for pro, but I can't wait to see what Bain does at the next level. He's the guy everyone made fun of for having short arms,
Where'd he go?
I can't even call it. I'm not going to lie to you.
On the show, like he was like third or fourth walking down. How they do it? He had to put the hat on, and he was big.
No. Bain dropped. You don't remember that? Yeah, Bain dropped. Now he was in the first round. He was in the first round.
I thought he was on there.
No, what?
That show they have where they walk down the aisle and they walk and they put the hat on in the mirror and they go out and they
talk. He was on 100%. He was on there, but that's the whole first round. Like everyone that got drafted in the first round. So 32 players. They all.
I mean if you get in there, you got money.
Let me ask you this, Matt. What do you think about the short arms thing? Everybody, he's got short arms, and the short arms is why he fell so far in the draft.
Don't matter.
They care about that reach, to get off of a lineman.
I didn't hear about that. I don't know.
That's why he fell. His arm length.
I just say the shorter the arm, more the torque.
Oh, Pops, that's not how scouts look at it. Come on now. They want to, because when you take on a no lineman, they want to see you extend them off of you and throw them to the side, or you can spin, you can swim. Yeah. But with short arms, you don't have a lot of room. And that's with Bain. Now, let me tell you something. My opinion on Bain is he works around it. I think he's fast enough off the ball, That doesn't matter about this arm length.
But
I love Payne. I wish the Chiefs would have taken him, but he obviously got drafted before we had a pick.
Tippy, that almost sounds like an excuse so they wouldn't have to give him as much money.
Oh,
It sounded like to me. I mean, the man could play. He was a terror in the
he
national
was.
championship. And then they're going to say, well, they're going to find some. It's almost like an insurance company. You know, they're going to find some way where they don't have to shell out that extra $1 million. Oh, he's got short arms. We can cut down $2 million off that. I think he'll be fine in the NFL. I don't know where.
Too.
I mean, he had. How tall was he anyway? 6.
I don't know that. We're looking at it real quick. He said, "What type of?" Said it. What, Pop?
He's around 6'2". It's about 6'4", somewhere in there.
What type of coach is Anderson, and does I guess does he comparison to any of the legends in the world? I kind of said it earlier. I think he's just he builds programs. It's not a 1 year and we're going to be great. We're going to come in here and start developing some youngins. That's where I'm at with that. He said, and he's talking stupid. Yeah, we never text or speak. We only Snapchat. I don't know why we do that. We only talk on Snapchat like little kids or something. But, Pops, Matt, are we only happy we got a football team? Pop, start us off at Southern Miss. I mean, the name of the show tonight is Are We Only Happy That We Have a Football Team? Pops?
I don't think that's what you should be more happier than that.
What you
I
mean?
mean, you get to go to a football game, you get to enjoy the college or how you want environment, college football environment.
The atmosphere.
I don't think it should be just, at least we got a team. I mean, y'all hadn't even seen these young guys play.
That's right.
We don't know if they got the
We
dog.
truly don't know what we got.
In them or not.
It's a mystery box, It's there's no telling what's in there. Matt, where you at?
Well, I see things from a whole different perspective than you got these people that all they think about is like, we need to get 12 wins or something. But honestly, if the drama of the season, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I didn't really like. It was not that interesting when they were 1-11, but it was still a drama. I mean, I don't think you can just say, well, we just got a team, so that's enough. I think having a team in Hattiesburg, for me, I've just always watched them. So, I'm just a fan. Everybody, of course you want a better team. You want to win every game. And really every offensive play is designed to score a touchdown, and
that's right.
Every defensive play, is designed for a sack or a yards behind tackle. That's behind.
Right. Yeah, I understand.
But I mean, just because you win 4 or 5 games, it's part of the game. I mean, it's kind of funny how people seem to like. I think I was texting you a little bit about Oxford. To me, there's a bandwagon mentality. It's like, this is going on, and all these people are talking. They're telling me that this is so great, and then now we got to go. And it's sort of like a snowball effect. If the team starts winning, there'll be more people because there's this snowball effect. But I'm pretty much going to be there if they win 4 games. They win 10 games. It's not necessarily, we just got a team. If we didn't have a team, then heck, I'd go out to the. I mean, there's drama everywhere.
Getting a call on the show real quick. Getting a call. Let's see who we got. Who's this calling in?
Yeah, this is Willie. What you want? What's the problem here?
Say that again.
This is Willie.
Is this Junkyard Willie from last year?
Junkyard Willie from
From Aberdeen, Mississippi. Oh, Junkyard, boy, you came in at one of the best times on this show. This is good, guys. I was about to bring up how we're talking about, are we just happy to have a football team? And Junkyard, Junkyard, what do you want to go by this year? Am I still calling you Junkyard, or am I calling you Mr. Willie? I don't want to disrespect you, sir. I don't want to disrespect you.
Just call me Willie.
Mr. Willie, or can I call you Willie?
You can call me Junkyard Willie.
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, sir. My buddy made a face. Junkyard Willie, buddy, from Aberdeen, Mississippi, baby. I'll have to look that up on a map. But Junkyard, we talking about, are we happy we got a football team? But game one, we got a team coming to Hattiesburg that you're pretty doggone familiar with in Alcorn State. And I know you're big on the SWAC. I don't know what it even stands for. I'm not going to lie to you. SWAC Conference. What's your take on Alcorn versus Southern Miss?
Man, they coming to play ball, man. They coming to the Bergs. Upset.
I mean, is Alcorn ever had anyone famous ever come out of there?
Yeah, man.
Steve McNair, man. What's up with you?
Aaron McNair came from Alcorn?
Oh, yeah.
Man,
They ain't got nobody like him no more, do they, Junkyard?
they don't need it. They got plenty of power.
You think, are you telling me they're going to beat Southern Miss?
They're going to laugh.
They'll give Southern all they want. And so,
My
they'll be a
goodness.
ball game in the second half, I promise you.
Junkyard, I'm going to tell you something. You one of my favorite people to call in, bro.
Hey, man, I like your show, man. We have a good time. As
What-
long as you ain't talking trash.
What are
We
you?
all right.
What do you do in this Aberdeen, Mississippi? What is there to do there? I mean, do y'all have a Dollar General?
Yeah, we got a few Dollar Generals, man, but I run a junkyard, man, and I start a few hubcaps, man. I make a living.
You do what with hubcaps?
I shout them, I sell them.
You shine hubcaps. You make money doing that?
Yeah, man.
Do you give your money to any school?
Man, I just pay for my ticket and go to the game, man.
I heard
I
that.
spend a few dollars in the concessions.
Hold on, Mr. John. What do you order at the concession stand? You open up a can now. I want to know. I mean, do you eat soul food, Chinese, Mexican? What are you getting at the concession stand?
That depends what they got, man. It depends what stadium I'm at, where we is, man. You know, I like to get a good corn dog in the first quarter. At halftime, I get me some popcorn. If they have a pickle, I get a big old dill pickle.
Man, my goodness,
In
brother.
the third quarter, I get me a cheeseburger.
Damn. Junkyard, you eat a lot of food at the game, bro. How big of a fella are you?
You realize how nice
That sound like,
old lady
I think Junkyard needs to go to the Golden Corral instead of football. Huh?
Bob, you crazy, bro. Hey, good. Hey, Junkyard, why you just don't go to the Golden Corral, Pop said?
Man, I gotta go all the way to Jackson to get a Golden Corral, man.
Oh, I guess that's a ride for you. Yeah, you order a lot of food, man. Do you ever take your old lady out?
Man, only when I got to.
What?
On anniversary, that's the first day of the year.
Wait, did you say only when you got to?
Only when I got to.
That poor woman.
What about me, man? She drives me crazy. I'm so glad I got football. I throw her out of the house. I can watch some tennis.
You leave that woman alone, Mo. You leave her alone, you hear me? Let me tell you
I'm
something,
gonna
Juggy.
drop her off at your house.
What's that?
I'm gonna drop old lady off at your house.
I'll be down. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You ain't dropping her off over here. Well, I'm gonna have to move campsites, bro.
Don't you need a maid to cook and clean and keep everything straight?
I mean, that'd be nice. That surely would be nice.
Oh, DD, she got a mouth on her, but she was good job of vacuuming and cleaning.
Junkyard, what you think, man? They got the Golden Eagles as this wild card. What they say, a dark horse of the group of five. I mean, if we're talking Southern Miss, where are you at with all the? You know, are they going to win? Vegas had them 4.5.
4.5.
How you win 4.5 games?
We're going to win by 2 points.
You think Alcorn's going to win by 2 points?
They're going to steal the game in the last minute of the game.
Junkyard, I tell you, you a character with this Alcorn. Let me tell you, do you not know the quarterback we got, Mr. Ethan Hampton? He beat Notre Dame.
Yeah, he doesn't have the players around him like he had over at Northern Illinois.
Pops, where you at with this Junkyard?
I'm just listening.
Matt?
It looks like he's 4 hours from Alcorn State, according to what I'm seeing. But is he alumni?
Are you in where'd you go? What SWAC school did you go to?
I didn't get a college education, man. I was a man.
Did you go to junior college or anything?
No, man, I've been working since high school.
Where'd you go to high school?
Aberdeen.
Oh, I should have guessed.
I don't get out of town much, but I'm going up to Alcorn.
Hey, Junkyard, did you play football?
Yeah, until I was in 7th grade.
Wait, you started in 7th grade?
Yeah, I started in August, man. I barely got through the year.
Did you play high school?
No, man, I didn't have the grades.
When did you stop going to school, Mr. Junkyard?
My senior year, man. You all my biography?
No, I'm just curious. I'm sorry.
Well, you want to know my juvenile record?
Have you ever been to prison?
No, man.
Man, come on, dude.
All right. I'll leave you alone. All right. I'm not. I don't need use of the Junkyard or nothing like that. I just want to give you a chance to speak, Junkyard, on this upcoming football season, man. What do you think as far as Heisman Trophy winners, this Lane Kiffin versus Ole Miss game, things like that? Is there anything you want to bring up on the show?
All I care about is Alcorn in southern Mississippi on September 5th.
You sound like the doggone coach when he told me about Tulane. We just want to go 1-0. We just want to go 1-0. That's what you sound like, Junkyard.
One game at a time.
That's right, one at a time.
Real quick, Kaz said it'd be hilarious if Junkyard is an Alcorn ball alum.
Nah, I told you I didn't go to Alcorn, but I really dig this school, man.
Were you a Steve McNair fan?
Oh, yeah.
Now, wasn't his brother or something the coach there for years and years, or his cousin? There was a Coach McNair there. I remember that.
That might have been at Mount Olive, where he's from. He's from Mount Olive, Mississippi, there on 49 Highway.
Oh, I didn't know that. So he's close to Summerall.
I think you played your Uncle Jesse.
Oh, that's cool.
You can't.
I got to cut it short, man. But
That's fine. Hey, Junkyard, seriously, thank you for joining the show. I ain't heard from you, and I don't even know how long. But I do appreciate the call. I remember you've came on every single year. Which we always play a SWAC school. So
is he gonna be at that game at Hattiesburg?
Yeah, Junkyard, you coming to the game?
Man, if my old lady let me get out of the house, if my cousin Leroy can stay in the jail, I'm going to send him away to Pelican Bay. So I hope that I can get away from September the 5th with anybody driving me crazy.
You ought to try to meet him.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know what the hell you just said, any of that. It's hard for me to understand your accent, Junkyard.
Man, I said if my old lady ain't driving me crazy, I ain't getting pulled in all directions. I'm going to visit my cousin Leroy.
Listen, if y'all remember the first time Junkyard ever joined this show, I want to share this with you, Junkyard, see if you remember this. First time you ever joined, you were in the bathroom, and you were telling me about how your old lady stunk it up, and it's bad. It was real bad, Sippy. And I was like, man, you could have waited to call in till you was out to chitter, you know.
Well, she stinks up the bathroom real bad. I had to hold my breath just to walk in the room. I think the paint was peeling off the wall. It was bad.
No. You're missing the point. You didn't have to call in when you were in the bath. That's what I was saying. It has nothing to do with what your old lady. We don't want to know what your old lady does in the bathroom.
It must stink up the whole house.
I set her up a porta potty in the backyard.
Junkyard, you have a good night. You have a good night, bro. Hey, look, Junkyard. Look, Junkyard, I appreciate you joining the show, brother. I'm sorry I had to let old Junkyard get off, man. I had to hang up on him. Mark, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up, man?
Man, I don't know if you've been chiming in or listening, but Junkyard Willie just came on from the first time since I don't even remember. It's been so long, but
a couple of years it seems like.
Yeah. Every time we play a swag school, he'll come on the show and I guess side with them. But we've always known him to truly be an Alcorn State fan. This year they are playing, and it sounded like he said Alcorn by 2.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
it's a lot. The gap's a lot closer than it used to be. I'll put it to you like that.
How you been, Mark? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing good. Just tuning in, just checking in, and the offer stands. If you and your family want to come to the Nick Mullins Bowl this Saturday at the Superdome, 3 o'clock, preseason football in the NFL. Nick Mullins, he's carved himself out a pretty good little NFL.
You remember what they called him?
What?
Big Blank Nick. You fill in that gap with a rhyming word, brother. Listen, Mark, one of the main topics on the show that I definitely was waiting on this call was the LSU Lane Kiffin and Jalen Daniels triangle. A lot of people want to throw in Brian Kelly and make this a square. That's fine because we are going to mention him too. Mark, Jalen Daniels calls his attorney, calls his manager, tells them to call LSU. A cease and desist order given to LSU saying no more can you use my name, image, and likeness. All this, you wonder why. Why would Jaden Daniels do this? This is bull crap. Why he loved LSU. He was a Heisman Trophy winner. Why? Because Lane Kiffin gave a guy the number 5 jersey. Now, LSU, real quick, LSU does not retire jersey numbers. That's one of the schools like Southern Miss does, right? We have Brett Favre.
Only Billy Cannon. I think only Billy Cannon is the asterisk on
Right. Even Joe Burrow, Leonard Fournette, Tyrann Mathieu, Peterson, all these great Justin Jefferson. We really could go on with LSU players, right? I mean, we really could. But none of them. Listen, Joe Burrow won the Heisman Trophy and a freaking national championship. Not retired jersey number. What I'm saying is Jaden Daniels, Coach Lane Kiffin, Brian Kelly, I guess, made this thing like, as long as I'm here, no one will ever wear the number 5 jersey, Jaden Daniels. Well, Brian Kelly isn't there anymore. Lane Kiffin gets a guy to transfer in, saying that, hey, look, when you come here, I'll give you the number 5 jersey. That's not a problem. He didn't uphold Brian Kelly's word. Mark, I definitely want you to start us off, and then we'll go around the table. I want to go last on this one. Where do you side on this one? I mean, what do you think about this whole deal? LSU obviously cannot use Jaden Daniels' name, image, and likeness anymore. I mean, what do you think about all this, Mark? Who are you siding with? Who's right? Who's wrong?
I know how the LSU fans think. They're very feels-based, meaning they like the guy with the accents and the gumbo and the Coach O voice and Les Miles chewing on grass. I don't think Jaden Daniels himself was like, just woke up and was like, I'm really pissed off about this. I'm going to do something about it. I'm sure maybe a family member, maybe his mother. I heard rumors of that. I just don't get the feeling he specifically was behind this, but I'm sure when somebody told him, whether it's an agent or a representative or a friend or a mother, for example, is like, yeah. Let's get on board with this, and it's not going to resonate well with LSU fans. And I don't know. I mean, as far as I know, you know, the number 7 for LSU is like their captain. They're
That's
like,
right. Every
you
year.
know, they're like leader every year. I wish Southern Miss did that. I don't know if we have something like that. That'd be cool.
We
had a
don't.
number kind of,
Yeah, we don't.
that'd be cool. I mean, maybe we missed the boat on that kind of stuff, but we're here now.
We can start a new tradition.
And we're gonna start. It's gonna spike season ticket sales by at least 5 people. I think. You know, just that one move.
No, but Mark, you mentioned that. At the end of the day, he's the one that got the attorney involved. He's the one that got the agent involved. No matter how he heard it, that to me that's come on, throw that out the window. He's the one doing this. I mean, was he pushed? Probably. Who knows? Who cares? But he's doing it. He's got he's got a pair just like we do, brother, and he makes his own decisions.
Chippy, he's got to ask himself this: in a state that's very feels-based and likes loyalty, like most fan bases do, but especially down here in Louisiana, in Baton Rouge, he basically has given up. He's tarnishing his image long term, as far as coming back, shaking hands, post NFL career.
Well, I want to stop you right there, Mark. I want to respectfully. This man won a Heisman Trophy, and you're telling me somebody should wear his jersey?
I mean, look, Les Miles won a national championship in Baton Rouge, and he'll never step foot in Baton Rouge again.
I know it.
As far as LSU's affiliation to him, it's just not going to happen.
Well, with that same question, do you think someone could right now? Should someone have Joe Burrow's number?
I think it's overrated.
Hold on, Pop. Go ahead, Mark.
I don't know, and Joe. Look,
would Joe Burrow care? Do you, in your opinion?
I don't know. Like I said, Jaden Daniels is upset about something that there's been no breach on. Brian Kelly's gone. You said it yourself. Brian Kelly made a promise. He's gone, and now the door's open. Just like the door's open on paying players. That's the terms of engagement. Does he deserve a statue outside of Tiger Stadium?
Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels both do. They won the Heisman Trophy. Yes, they do. How do you discredit the Heisman Trophy? Don't do that.
That's a personal award. That's a
one of the
personal
most
award.
coveted things to win in college football. One of the most coveted things in all of college football. Go ahead, Mark.
As far as I know, off the top of my head, the only statues I know of, I think they got the Shaquille O'Neal statue outside of PMAC. Besides that, off the top of my head, I don't know what LSU has created as far as, they obviously have a lot of legends in basketball, Pistol Pete, football, obviously. I don't know. Does Southern Miss need to put a statue up for Brett Favre?
Yeah.
Do the Saints need to put up a statue for Drew Brees? Probably.
Yes.
They did one for Steve Gleason who blocked the punt, and then he had an illness. He's still alive. I'm not, doing on him, but he's, but Drew Brees, did a lot for the city and is in the Hall of Fame.
And still is, Mark. He still is. Drew's still helping around. He's helping Tyler Shuck right now.
Drew Brees was a legend here and probably does deserve a statue outside of the Superdome because we don't have that many legends. Number one. Number two.
Hey, we can't talk about Drew Brees too much. Pops is a San Diego fan.
You talk about Drew Brees. If Drew deserves a statue, he ought to put one of Archie Manning right beside him.
I agree with that.
He went, look.
But I agree, Archie deserves one.
And he's been loyal to New Orleans. He moved his family there. They stuck it out all the man. That guy went through torture.
Yeah, he did.
And he was loyal to the team, loyal to the city.
Is Pops this argument like does
and go ahead, Mark. Finish it up real quick because I want to ask Pop. We're going to stay on the same topic. Okay, Pop. Pop. Oh, go. I'm sorry, Mark. Bring up Eli. Talk to me.
I'm just going to say the value of a Super Bowl win or an MVP. And take it a step further, Eli Manning beat Tom Brady twice in a Super Bowl, right?
Sure
That's
did.
right. That's right.
Is he in the Hall of Fame yet? I don't think he is.
No. He should.
I mean,
Eli
he's gonna
should.
get in there. He's going to get in there. But what I'm saying is, like, Dan Marino, legend, but he never won a Super Bowl. Like, does winning a Super Bowl, which is a team sport and all that, at quarterback, does that increase your resume? I mean, all I'll say about Jaden Daniels is this. Probably didn't come from him, but he went along with it. He's here now. It's not going to resonate well with the fans. And Jaden Daniels pretty much gave up any future, like the feel-good comeback reunion parties of the future for him, Sippy, where he's going to come down after his NFL career in his 30s, 40s, 50s, and shake everybody's hand like former Heisman Trophy winner.
Mark, before I pass
this
this to Pops and then to Matt, what do you tell me about Lane Kiffin's role in this? I mean, is he wrong, or is he just? What do you think?
I mean, all I know is what he's putting that number back out there. You take it a step further. The year Jaden Daniels, from what I saw, the little.
Well, in the interview, he said he's not worried about that.
And didn't that number the year Daniels was here? Some other player had that same number too.
Well, yeah, Mark. Come on, yeah. A guy on defense had.
We're going to be splitting hairs.
A guy on
And that's what it's
defense.
coming to.
A defensive guy had number 5 the same year Daniels had number 5. You know how they do that. But I'm asking you this. I'm asking you this, Mark. Is Lane Kiffin in the wrong for giving the number 5 jersey out? Yes or no?
Probably he rubs people the wrong way. I rub people the wrong way.
Do you think he did it? Do you think he even knew Brian Kelly said I'll never? Or did he do it on purpose?
Maybe
Yes.
that's his way of putting a stamp on this is my era.
Okay,
I mean,
fair.
he is known. He's known for being an egotistical guy, right?
He is that.
I mean,
I'm on the side of he didn't even know. Like, not that he didn't know Daniels was number 5. Not that.
He wasn't losing sleep over it. He didn't go out
Maybe he didn't even know this verbal Brian Kelly to Jaden Daniels. As long as I'm here, I'll never give no one the number 5. Maybe he didn't even know about that. I don't know. Pops, where you at on all this? You want to start with Jaden Daniels or Lane Kiffin?
I'm going to start with all of it.
Oh man, hey, Pops' point, Mark. We're at Pops' point, brother. I can hear that voice. He went, "Oh, I'm gonna start with all of that. This ain't good, brother. Talk to me, Pops. What if you were in this position and you were the player? Would you care if someone used your?
I'm going to say a rat's, what about it, but let me tell you something. Football is an individual sport. If this was golf, NASCAR, maybe. This number retired.
Wait, I didn't hear you.
I've
what
never
you said,
been. It's a team sport. Nobody wins a Heisman without receivers, running backs. Nobody without offensive line, a defense. Nobody does it without coaching staffs, trainers, strength coaches.
All the way down. You're right, Pop.
And listen to me.
All the way down to the gatekeeper.
If folks want to build statues and monuments and have their little football gods.
Now hold on, Pop.
But I'm not. Listen to me. I'm not into that, and I've never been into that. I think it's always been selfish to raise statues.
It's honoring the statue stuff. Is honoring what they did.
But this return, like this, I think the Hall of Fame thing. What they gonna do? Build 2 or 3 wings?
They're gonna end up.
How many people's got to get in for everybody to be satisfied?
Pops, don't you know everybody gets a trophy?
That's the problem. That's the problem. And I've never
talk to me. Oh, go ahead.
Well, when I played, Calvin Nat. All right, Calvin Nat. He played. I had Calvin Nat's number.
Pop.
While I was there, that issue come up, and I was asked, "What would I think if they retired his number?"
Act like no one doesn't know nothing. You're saying when I was there, where?
When I played at North Louisiana, before I got there, when Calvin Nat was there, it was Northeast Louisiana State.
which
Right.
is ULM now, folks. ULM
That's
now.
right. So Calvin Nett, he was there, and he ended up, I forget where he played, but he went to the NBA. Had his whole career was, he had prone with knee problems.
Okay.
But great player, and I was approached about it. It was brought up when I was there. And about retiring the number. I wore his number, and
Which was number?
I could get out there and you put a piece of duct tape, just say 1 on mine.
What number were you, Pop? People don't know.
2.
42.
42.
Okay.
So it don't matter to me, because I don't know. I just think that's
So
something.
what I'm saying is, if you won a Heisman Trophy, right? You won the Heisman Trophy. Go on to the next level. Your coach tells you, long I'm here and you never blah blah blah. A couple years later, not that long, someone has your jersey number. Does that matter to you?
No, it's just a freaking number, dude. Listen,
What do you? Go ahead.
this guy. It doesn't say much about his character. Number one,
I
If he-
agree with that, but he is a damn good football player.
let's use the modern term. If he is being triggered,
I like that.
getting butt hurt because somebody has his number. I mean, what does that affect with what he done while he was there? It don't change.
So, again, Reggie, as we say this, I want everyone just to know my favorite, honestly, let's put it this way. My favorite offensive player in college football history, put it that way, is Reggie Bush. And do y'all know Reggie Bush, number 5 at USC, is not retired? Mark, Matt, Pops, tell me it. Y'all know that's wrong. Something's wrong there.
That man's.
Go ahead, Matt.
They took all his stuff, and I think they gave it back later because something about he cheated. I can't remember what that was.
Something about not going to classes, and they were just pushing him through, right?
something like that. But
yeah, it was something like that.
Have you seen the right? I guess you read the article about Jaden Daniels. I mean, it says
Go ahead.
if they use his NIL, he's going to sue. So
That's what I said.
wait.
They're not using his name. They're not even using his likeness. All it is a
No, Pops, the highlights. They show highlights from that stuff.
He's retaliating by saying he's going to threaten them that if they do anything with his NIL, he's going to sue them for millions of dollars. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like he should have enough money in the NFL. I don't.
Pops, I want to bring this one. I think this is a very good. And Mark, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Start us off, Pops. I think this is a very cool, different approach, a different outlook on this. Kaz said, I can't believe any of the LSU legends haven't hollered at Daniels and told him to drop that shit. I mean, think about that, guys. Think about someone like a Tyrann Mathieu or all the guys we mentioned earlier, Mark, all the greats. Like, what about Joe Burrow? Like, where's Joe Burrow at? What shouldn't he speak up and be like, Daniels, bro, chill out, man.
His number.
Go ahead, Pop. I'm sorry, Matt. Who wants this?
They're not using Joe's numbers, what it says here.
No. You're missing the point. Should Joe Burrow call up Daniels? Like, where's these legends from LSU? Do y'all think they should holler at him and be like, bro, are you crazy? Like,
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get it. Hey, Kaz, I like that attitude. I mean, where are the legends at? Where's the alumni from the football team that say, hey, Daniels, we're not better than you, but we're a fraternity. If you played at that school, Pops, you'll always be in the Monroe fraternity of the basketball team and the athletic department. No matter whether you want to or love it, nobody can take that. He's in that sports fraternity there, and Daniels is in that at LSU. But do y'all think those older heads should chime in? The Dwayne Bowes, the Glenn Dorseys, Pops?
It's just too much drama, man. I don't even think this should even be a conversation, man.
No, I'm with him.
So is Daniels in the wrong, Pops, or Kiffin in the wrong?
Listen, if he don't want nothing of his highlights or whatever when they got a commercial on, just put Burrows on there. Or don't
Okay,
put
cool. I guess you're missing the question. Should number 5 be used? Yes or no?
Yeah.
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 Okay, Matt, what do you think? Yes or no? Should that number 5 jersey at LSU be used?
Yes, it's not. He doesn't own LSU.
Mark?
I mean, I'm reading as I'm listening.
Go ahead. What you got?
So in the last few hours, number one, a weird twist in all this. Matt Moscona reported that.
Very good guy, by the way. I love Matt Moscona.
He said, and he actually just had an emergency appendectomy like a couple days ago.
I did.
Prayers to him.
Didn't even know that. Yeah, keep him in your prayers. I will, for sure.
I'll say this. This is a weird twist. So the player gets a copy of the Heisman Trophy, from what I understand, and the university gets one to display it, right?
Correct.
So I heard the Jaden Daniels camp is requesting the copy LSU got. They're requesting, which obviously LSU doesn't have to do anything because it's their copy.
Wait a
Jaden
second.
Daniels camp is requesting LSU's copy to be taken back in the process of all this.
Because
Number
his
one.
name is on that it is on there, Pop. His name is
There
on
you
that.
go.
Now,
That's-
Mark, I got you one better. Why doesn't LSU just take the nameplate off of it and say the year? They put the year on there and put Heisman Trophy 1990, 2000, whatever. That's how you get around that. Now, I'm just being honest. Right, Pop?
You remember?
You know what I do? I take
Hold
him.
on, Hold on, Pop. Go ahead, Mark.
Pops, you remember Pops? You remember that movie Jaws?
Really, Mark? Hey, what's that got to do with the doggone price of gasoline in China?
I'm getting somewhere with this.
All right.
LSU, and those workers in the Ring of Honor and the Hall. You know, you walk by Tiger Stadium by Mike the Tiger, and you go see all this and that, or
Yeah.
wherever that statue is.
Yeah.
They're like the mayor. They're like the mayor of Amityville on Jaws. They just want to.
Wait, who is they? Who is they?
LSU, like
Okay.
not Lane Kiffin's camp.
Okay, that's why I'm asking.
They want to sweep all this under the rug and everybody be cool. Yeah, you remember the mayor in Jaws? He's like, look, I know a couple people got bitten, but the water's fine, guys. Let's get in the water.
Look,
It feels great
Mark,
in there.
Mark, I
That's
truly
fine.
do believe LSU is hating this right now. This little
I mean, it's
Lane
not
Kiffin.
something they
It's
want,
like Lane
yeah.
Kiffin versus Jaden Daniels. That's how it
This is what you
feels.
get. This is what you get when you hire Lane Kiffin, and Lane Kiffin is equipped as a coach in today's era, the brash era, and this is the kind of guy that the fans are going to resonate to in this kind of state because they like those fields-based loudmouths, and he's going to do well in the transfer portal. Now, he is egotistical.
Who?
I'm not
Lane?
saying I'm Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is kind of an ego move by Daniels camp, too. Another weird thing I took away from just looking at this as I was listening to the show, I mean, kind of like with this whole Nolan Wells deal at the Horn Island.
Hey, we ain't touching on that now.
Well, let me say this: I'm not really going into any depth.
At
But
this
the thing
point,
is,
let me
like,
tell you something, Mark. At this point, right now that I'm talking to you, that's become a
Mhm.
political thing, and we are not going
Yeah,
to. We're not going
well,
there.
Yeah, okay. And what I'm saying is, some people are saying that Joe Burrow is his number not being used yet. I guess because he's a white guy and Jaden Daniels is African American. What I'm saying.
Oh no, that's okay. No, that you can talk about that. I understand.
That's what I was getting.
Yeah, I mean, what about that? Yeah, that's the thing.
The tragedy on the coast has been turned into race car.
We know that. Yep, that's why I said it's become political.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying here.
And you know, Mark, you know what, Mark? Growing up down here, growing up in the South, Mississippi and Louisiana, New Mexico, look, I know it ain't the South, but New Mexico's in the South if you look on the map. Listen to me. We only the Southeast. You better talk about the whole state, country of America. Anyways, I grew up down here in the South, and I guess the only people that look at race are people in the North. because I grew up to where you know this happened. Let me tell you something. This all happened about Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow, and when you link it up like that and you make it a race thing, Mark, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not once did I see it as a color issue. I just saw it. You know what I saw it as? Hold on. You know what I saw it as? Jaden Daniels didn't win a national championship, and Joe Burrow did. You know what else I saw it as? You know what else I saw it as? LSU don't retire jersey numbers, so it doesn't matter. Lane Kiffin's not in the wrong for this, guys. Now it's time to give my opinion. My opinion right now is Lane Kiffin's not in the wrong. I truly believe Jaden Daniels is in the wrong for this.
I think
Mark, if his number was retired, if it was retired, I would be on Jaden Daniels' side. I promise you I would. But it's not. And I'm going to say, I'll be the first one I'll yell this from Cheehaw Mountaintop that Reggie Bush's jersey should be retired before Jaden Daniels. Does anyone want to argue with me? Come on, I'm serious.
People don't know.
Talk to me, Pop. Should Jaden Daniels' jersey number be retired before Reggie Bush's?
Yeah, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I don't believe in anybody retiring anybody's number. It's a number.
So Brett Favre and Ray Guy shouldn't have their jersey retired. Is that what you tell me?
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm with him.
I disagree with both of y'all then.
I'm not into that. They don't. The university owns that number.
No, Pop. All right, so you don't honor the great. So what? So what? Right? It doesn't matter that he wore number 4. Brett
No,
Favre.
you can have a flag and all that, a ring of honor, and just have his name up there, and put in years he played there or whatever.
Just like all the other players, just like all the other ones.
It ain't got. He's saying.
I disagree. That ain't right. That is not right.
Retire everybody's number, we're gonna end up with question marks and dots.
Did I say retire everybody's number? Did I say that?
I'll give you.
You don't retire everybody's number, Matt.
At yahoo.com.
Everybody's number, man. I mean,
No, you don't retire everybody's number, Matt.
Saying everybody
That's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. I said Brett Favre and Ray Guy. Brett Favre and Ray Guy. Should they not be retired?
One or the other. They were football players. I mean, Ray Guy's name.
Hold on, Matt. What you got?
Let's Ray Guy's memory is his actions.
He played baseball and football at Southern Miss.
Ray Guy wore 2 numbers. I think he was a different number when he was a defensive back.
Right.
Why are we going? You're going to retire 50 numbers by the time you get down.
That's not what I'm saying, man.
But that's what will happen. If everybody who does anything gets their number retired, you're going to end up with somebody coming up with a little square or a.
Well, they said LSU stopped doing it because they would have been in that position.
Now, here's what I will agree.
I understand with that, man.
I
get what you're going to.
Listen, if they want to do the number thing, I would agree with this. Of course, I ain't got nothing in the race with this.
A dog in the fight.
But they could put like wherever a flag or a ring of honor, however they want to do it, and say, yeah, Brett Favre, number 4.
Okay.
Retire the number.
Let's agree here, Bob. Let's agree here. Let's break it here. Break bread with me here. Matt, you too. Y'all break bread with me. So you're telling me those names in the stadium that say Brett Favre 4, Sammy Winder blank, Ray Guy blank, just take the number off?
No.
But still have their names, right? Still have their names in the stadium.
Don't retire it. You can have a number, but don't retire it.
Just say one thing. If when you're a kid in the backyard and you're wearing wasn't San Francisco 49er, Joe Montana was 13?
Yep.
If I was
Montana?
What was it? 16?
I don't know what Montana was.
Anyway,
Marino was 13.
You're in the backyard. You ain't trying to disrespect it. You are trying to live up to this man's number.
Now that's true. I had me a little Brett Favre jersey. That's right.
I don't. Do we even have a 4?
No, we're retired.
That's what I thought. But
Yeah, 43 is retired for which is funny because we always met for Derek Nix, right? But
Yeah.
Marchant Kenny was 43. So I always tell people, yeah, they retired from Marchant, brother. Hell yeah, right, Mark?
I don't think they should.
No, Derek Nix, they retired. I don't know about 25 for Damian Fletcher, but I feel like it should be.
I try to hit
No.
you with the Jaws analogy. Let me hit you with this one.
Go ahead, Mark.
All right, when I got married,
You're married? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm married, dog.
Love you, brother. I know that. You know I know that.
Yeah, I got a good wife. I
Two
love
beautiful
her.
youngins,
I
too,
can't
Mark. You got some
And
beautiful
my
youngins.
beautiful children, and she's LSU and all that good stuff. We all know that. All right, when I got married, it was just me and her who got married. And was it the right thing to do? Maybe, maybe not. The point is this. Her sister wanted to come. She's kind of a photographer on the side. And we were thinking, should we invite her to the beach when we get married? But we, on second thought, we were like, you know what? If we do that, then everybody who didn't get to go is going to be upset, right? It's kind of like this whole deal with think of it this way. So we did a blanket decision. It's just going to be me and her. That way everybody will be pissed off equally and not lose any sleep over it. And it works out for the best. Because now, when you have a big wedding and you have three friends you can maybe pick as the best man, you pick one and the other two are pissed off. Same thing with this deal. Some programs in college football, for example, are going to have the money to build 3 or 4 or 5 bronze that have a walk of fame and a little area by a tiger cage and all that stuff. Then you can have smaller programs that can't afford it, and you got numbers retired and not retired, and now it's getting kind of like I said earlier, Mississippi. People are trying to throw the race card into this. Well, Joe Burrow.
And Mark, I'm glad you brought that to our show. I mean, usually I would say don't bring that stuff here, the race stuff. But no, hold on. I'm glad you brought it because that's a side of all of this I haven't heard yet, and that's important. I think as guys down here living down here, hearing this kind of stuff, I hate racism. All right, that's what I hate. I was raised by an athlete. My daddy always told me, you can't be racist and play sports. I've heard that my whole life, and hate. How do you hate your teammate for what?
I've been many teams. I was on.
Go ahead, Pops. Pops, elaborate because literally, you told me this. How do you hate your teammate? How can you do that?
Well, first of all,
my brothers. They truly were my brothers.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it just like it T.I. is.
Go ahead.
There ain't but one race, and that's the race of man.
I love that.
Racism.
Bible don't talk color.
Racism is the hatred that people put in their heart just because they don't even know the person, but because they're a certain color, they make a decision in their mind to hate them. Their blood, if I'm dying or they dying on the operating table and they need blood, we can interchange. If they black, white, whatever, they need a kidney or a liver or whatever.
Think about me when I needed blood and Wolfman went down there and donated. Nobody knows it, Old Wolfman.
This racism stuff don't get me on that because I just.
Well, Pops, real quick, Mark. Pops, where did you get that from? Athletes don't know color. Where does that come from? You just can't hate your teammate? Is that what that is?
That's what I come up with. I caught heck. Now listen to this.
You're acting like there ain't no racism
I caught. Listen to what I'm telling you now. This comes from family. This comes from family. Some of my family. And it comes from some of my classmates. There in Jones County, I don't know, it may not be in Jones County. I forget.
Don't talk about Jones County. I seen that movie.
Listen to me. They have a place called Halliburton Academy, and they was going to pay me, let me come on a scholarship, and that's an all-white place to play. Okay. And I had family members that didn't want to come watch me play because I played with black boys. They wanted me to go and wanted me to go to Halliburton Academy. I had classmates in my high school that would say, man, you just need to go to Halliburton Academy, man. I don't know how you deal with playing with all of them. And I got to say, man, these is my family. This is my family.
And you would have. I can't remember the coach's name, Pops, but you fell in love with that fella. I mean, there was no way you were leaving him, right? I mean,
Right.
that played a role.
Keith Robinson. You know, I played on a team. On our team, I'll name 7 players. There's a lot more I probably could name.
Go ahead, name drop them. Name drop them.
The most famous one is Kenneth Payne.
I know
Coach
that.
Kenny Payne, and probably one of the best assistant coaches in the country, best for basketball recruiters in the country. He's at Arkansas now. He was at Kentucky when they won a national championship. He won a national championship at Louisville under Danny Crum.
My God, as a player.
You know, as a player.
So he's going as a player and as a coach.
That's right. And then we had James Fitch, Eddie Holofield, Kim Stewart, Timothy Keys, Larry Durr.
Wait, you played with the Keys? We know
Yeah.
Ty Keys.
Yeah.
Look out now.
I played with him.
Mark.
Oh, yeah, Ty Keys.
Well, Kim Stewart. You remember Kim Stewart?
Yes, sir.
Well, see, his brother was the chief police, Tyrone, that died not too long ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've been to each other's house, man. You know, we was a family.
So Pops, this is where all that came in. Like I say, you know, when I was on the reservation and the Navajo Nation, I mean, those were my brothers. They always joked with me, Mark. I'm not gonna lie. They'd call me Wonder Bread. They'd call me Forrest Gump, White Lightning, anything the Cracker. I'm being honest, I can't tell you how many times I was called, you know, just a white name, and they were not being mean. I promise you they weren't. I saw their face. I heard how they said it. I can read people pretty well. I wouldn't have a YouTube show if I didn't. And I truly believe like those were my brothers, and they wouldn't have offended me. They believed in what we were doing. Yeah, we didn't win a lot of games, not barely ever, but they loved me, man, and they brought me in as one of the Res boys. And I was a Res boy. They got me listening to all type of crazy rap. I mean, doggone Insane Clown Posse, Haystack. I mean, come on, Pop, you remember all that? And then I end up at East Mississippi Community College. I'm the only white boy up there in Scuba. And, you know, there again, I was invited to every cookout I know, bro. I mean, they're bringing me around. Oh, he from Louisiana. He cool. I don't know what it is. I guess Louisiana makes me a cool white fella. I don't know. But I was invited everywhere. I love my brothers at East Mississippi. I respect them. They respected me. And Pops, I got that directly from you. And now you tell that story about you was going over to their house and all this, that. You know, when I say they, I am talking about the other races. You know, black, white, Asian. I'm talking about everybody. I truly believe they were family to me. And I think I got that from my dad.
I mean, I don't mean to be political in it, but when I hear people say African American, Mexican American, whatever American, we're Americans.
That's right.
We're
None
Americans.
of us are from here. None of us.
You know, and
Ice wants to get electrical gloves. Oh, okay, never mind.
that's you know, people. I've heard people talk bad about Navajo. You know,
They're
and
good
I'm like,
people.
you know what? They didn't know that Navajo. They didn't. If you don't know somebody, just hush.
It's so funny. We call them Navajo. They call themselves Dene.
Yeah.
You know, they're all just Native, and don't call them an Indian. That's an insult. They are Native to America. Native
They're
American.
indigenous people.
But anyways, John Potter, welcome to the show out of Monroe. I love saying that. That's become your intro. Welcome to the show from Monroe, bro.
Howdy ho.
I know.
I'm here.
You don't come on here like Tally now. Howdy ho. If you know South Park, you're laughing right now. Anyways, talk to me, John Potter.
Oh, what you talking about, fellas?
Wait, that's not Tally. That's Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. He loves you and anyway, he loves me and he loves you.
You want to
That's
get high? I guess we can do high.
No, you're not getting high. That's all you want to do is get high. You're not getting high on the Sip Sports Show. We do drug testing here, brother. Oh, look, he just dropped out. He just dropped out of the show. Hey, come back. No, I'm just kidding. John
Nah, man,
Pollard,
what's going on, fellas? What's going on, fellas?
How's the weather in Monroe?
Hi.
You know what's
Hot.
funny? He said hot. You know what's funny, John?
What?
Pops chose to go to Monroe. You know what's funny? He was in Laurel and said, I'm going to Monroe. Of all places, this man could have went anywhere he wanted.
Let me
I'm
tell
going
you
to go to
something.
Monroe.
If you'd have went one that time I went, you'd have went too.
Talk to us. Why?
I love Monroe.
Probably because the woman situation was all right back then.
He had a woman.
Don't
It
matter.
don't make sense. He had a woman.
Just because you got an entree don't mean you can't look at the menu.
Come on now.
Am I right? Am I right, Pops?
Hey,
Pops, am I right?
Go ahead.
I'm pleading the fifth, man.
Listen, I will always state this. My dad, Pop, he said straight up, El Paso has the most beautiful women. And I believe that. I will never debunk that. I believe that wholeheartedly. I'll die thinking that because I've been there, buddy, and I know. Now, let me tell you this. As a state, Louisiana got the best looking women, boy. I ain't leaving. Don't.
You know what? I know they left the conference,
Go
but
ahead.
I'm gonna tell you something. San Marcos ain't mad. San Marcos, Texas
they
is
got
not mad.
that river they all go tubing on. It goes through campus. I mean, they said it's a requirement. If you're a woman, you got to wear a two-piece. I think that's in the rule book. Right, Mark?
It's
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, are we going to the bikini contest? No, I'm wrong. You remember Tulane when they played Southern Miss? It was swimsuit day when they played Southern Miss. When we beat them at Tulane that year, it was swimsuit day. It was my favorite time ever.
Sippy.
Game in New Orleans.
Sippy, what did y'all think about Tulane's Mardi Gras uniform?
I didn't like them. Everyone else is loving them. I don't like them.
I thought they looked like a big old bucket of green jello.
I did not like them. And everyone's dying saying they're great. They look awesome. Real quick, John, we're talking about the Jay Daniels LSU. Kaz just put on, he said, I just never acknowledge him again at LSU. He obviously doesn't care about his time at LSU. He was not vested. Remember, he was a transfer. I mean, he did come from Arizona State. I know that we're all over the place with that. Not Kaz, I'm sorry. John, what do you think? I mean, do you blame Jaden on this, Lane Kiffin on this? I know we're already past that conversation, but since you're new on the show now, where are you at with that?
I just think he should be happy he had a number.
Come on. Okay, I ain't getting into this with you. Should Reggie Bush's number be retired? Yes or no?
Stay on
I think name should be retired. Number shouldn't be retired. Why do you got to retire the number? Put the name on the circle, the champion.
What about up in the stadium? Like I said earlier, leave Brett Favre, Ray Guy's name up in the stadium. Leave their name there. Just take the number,
I'm sorry, the name is more important than the number.
1,000%. I like that.
Just
So you side with Lane Kiffin on this?
yeah, I don't understand why he's getting his panties in a wad.
And I want to bring up, since it was brought up to all of us and we gave our 2 cents, and Mark brought it to our attention, it's become kind of a race deal. Joe Burrow's a white guy and no one's used his number. Oh, Jaden Daniels a black guy and they're using his number. Do you think this was a race thing that Lane Kiffin did?
No. just because the race card's played out. Okay, let's just stop playing the race card on everything. The kid. Look, can I just say this? Can I say this? They're talking about taking his. That he wants his LSU, the Heisman he won. But here's the thing: without LSU, he would have never won the Heisman.
Come on.
Thank
Come
you.
on. I like that. That
So-
goes back to what Pops was saying about the O-line, the defense, the
Yeah,
catches.
without his left
The
tackle.
Heisman is,
With,
let me tell you something. The Heisman might be the MVP,
oh,
but you're only the MVP because of your team. And I truly know that.
Can I say something on this real quick?
Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, I'm paraphrasing a couple things. Leonard Fournette said, quote unquote, give or take, look, Jaden Daniels, just let it go, bro.
So you do have
you're
other
not- you're
alumni
named up.
chiming in.
And the fan base overwhelmingly, I've been reading this for the last 10, 15 minutes on speakerphone, listening to the show, talking to y'all. Overwhelmingly, the fan base is pissed off. Okay, so
At
them
who?
are just likely at Jaden Daniels for doing this.
Okay.
Or the whole Jaden Daniels camp. That's what I do. That's what I've transcribed from what I've read so far. They're not going to be happy about him long. This is tarnishing his image within a 24-hour period, number one. The other legends, namely like a Leonard Fournette, is saying, dude, let it go. Your name, no one player is bigger than the LSU brand.
And Mark, I just want to mention real quick, of all the LSU legends, I got you, Matt. Hold on a second. I'm coming to you. Of all the LSU legends that would speak up, the two names that I would be scared that said a word and like against me would be Matthew and Fournette. If those two guys said a word to me about, hey man, you better watch yourself, I promise you I would change my attitude. Go ahead.
Just like the whole, just like the debate, and again, this is not political. This is just fact.
No, go ahead.
When when the Civil War monuments, the debate is, well, that's a part of history.
I don't want to talk about
so
all
they should
that.
stay
Come
up
on.
for it. I know.
that's not the same. That's not the same.
No.
That's not the same.
Listen, I
That's-
understand. I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
This isn't political.
Hold on. Go ahead, Mark. Finish
With
up.
all due respect, the debate is you do not erase history, leave it up, or you take it
And
down.
I will
That's
always
something we
stand
wanna-
on. I will always stand on. Don't erase it, but don't show it off either, Mark. That's truly how I feel.
And
We don't. I don't want Nazi statues up in my face. I don't want.
I understand.
I'm just saying. I don't think you show shit off either. But don't delete it and don't take it out of my history book either. Matt, where you at on this? I saw you. Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry. I'm
Let
sorry.
me just finish my
Finish
point.
up. I'm sorry.
I want to tie this into sports. I want to tie this into
Go
something
ahead.
that-
Go ahead.
Let's say hypothetically, Brett Favre had a monument up in New Orleans. In Hattiesburg, outside of the Rock, and then the whole scandal came out with the D pics and the cheating or whatever they've said about him. And again, I'm not judge or jury on that. That's between him and God and whatever. Okay, and all the litigation. Let's say there was a statue. I'm trying to compare this to the deal with the Confederate monuments coming down across America. Some people feel like this, some people feel like that. Now, let's say, hypothetically, Brett Favre had a huge statue outside the Rock that was built, say, 10 years ago, before specifically the whole scandal with the welfare deal, right? Now, in that case, let me ask you guys this. Do you think that monument needs to come down?
Because
Or
of
do
the
you-
welfare, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I know that his name, I know Brett Favre still has like a number retired in the tunnel.
Yeah, they
Like
didn't
that.
take
Pictures of him.
none of that down. Yeah.
And I'm aware of all that. And more than likely, but what I'm saying is there would have been some people who would
You
have
want
been
the
like, hey,
truth?
look,
You want my opinion?
go ahead.
I do not
Mhm.
think they would have taken this statue down. This is Mississippi,
I don't
brother.
think so.
I'm gonna be honest.
don't think-
I know what he did,
I don't-
and he is. I believe Brett Favre's guilty of that. I don't think he'll get in a lot of trouble. But go ahead, Mark.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is there would have been another side of the coin saying, yes, we do need to remove that from the campus.
Yeah,
saying?
100%. There would have.
And again, I'm not picking sides with the
I just don't think
monument,
they would have.
Whether I'm not picking sides with the Civil War monuments. I'm not picking sides with this whole deal. I'm not picking sides with the analogy I just created at Brett.
Yeah, I get it. You're just asking the question.
There's two sides of a coin. One other final thing I'll say, Lane Kiffin basically said, look, a promise was made to this player, and I'm going to keep it. As far as the number 5, the DJ Pickett. Now, is there maybe some down the road thing where Lane Kiffin was?
But he made the promise, Mark. He made the promise. Lane Kiffin made the promise. It's not like, a promise was made. No, you made the promise.
I think it was less the other guy. Wasn't it the other guy made the promise?
Brian Kelly.
Kelly made the promise.
About never using the number again.
Let me read y'all exactly what Lane Kiffin said. He said, when a kid's promised something to come to a school, he should wear it, quote unquote. That's what he's saying about this situation right now.
Hey, Fat Eagle for Life said they should just be happy they had a number. Very, very upfront. I like it.
Mississippi, listen, long term, Jaden Daniels coming and hanging out and joking around with Shaquille O'Neal and Boozy and Leonard Fournette, more than likely. I know he's not from Louisiana, and neither was Shaq. Shaq was from Texas. But it's culturally, he's not going to be, after this whole debacle, more than likely, he's not going to clear, he's not going to. Now, the question, let me ask you this. You think Brett Favre is going to be on the sideline anytime soon? I know he's got some Parkinson's, this and that. But
I do. At least one game. He always comes to a game. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem.
I have no problem with that.
Some people might. I don't know.
Oh, he's got money.
Who cares? Who cares? What does this have to do with football?
Go ahead, John.
Well, the first thing I'm thinking.
Go ahead. Hold on. Hold on. Time out. Go ahead, Matt.
First thing I was thinking. The first thing this reminds me of is the Michael Orr thing, where the Tuohys, and he made all this. He made a movie, and then it reminds me of the same thing. Somebody just got to sue somebody, which sounds like what Daniels. There's bound to be some money somewhere. It looks like he's threatening LSU a lawsuit if they can find something that they've done with his NIL because he's angry because this guy got his number, which is pretty petty. He probably should keep his mind on playing NFL football.
and staying healthy.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I mean,
he says, Kaz says Joe Burrow was a transfer and he cared and was vested. Yeah, he was. He transferred from Ohio State, I believe.
Who cares about LSU? Who cares?
Go ahead.
Who gives two farts in a blanket what's happening in Baton Rouge?
Amen.
True.
Nobody cares.
You know what? A lot of people.
Well, then they're just busybodies and they got nothing better to do with their lives because they got enough money to do with whatever they want. Let them go off and fight each other. Who cares?
Is this big news? I had never heard of it till tonight.
No, it's big news. It's big news in Cajunville because I guess their quarterback's mad. I just think it's ridiculous. The name on the back of the jersey means more than a number. He won the Heisman. If it wasn't for LSU, he wouldn't have won the Heisman. If it wasn't for Brian Kelly, really, he wouldn't have won the Heisman. Be happy you got the Heisman. Give back to the school and shut up.
Come on now.
Who promised they weren't going to use this number to begin with?
It don't matter.
Nobody.
It don't matter if the third string water boy wanted to wear his off-colored number to run on the field with. It don't matter.
I don't think so either.
I don't.
It's the school's jersey. It's not his jersey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Stuff like this is just. It's such a. This is all from this player getting paid.
But John,
Disrespect, food stuff, bull crap. That's what this comes from.
John, you live in Monroe.
I do.
Is that stadium as crickety as they say?
It's a POS.
Well, I was thinking about riding over there and going to the game. Aren't they playing?
It's like you got one big side of the stadium. It's white. It's double decked, and it goes up, and you get a nosebleed. And the other side of the stadium looks like an Etch-a-Sketch stadium, or like one of those erector sets you build. And it's. I mean, no offense, it's a piece of crap.
Does it rattle when people walk on it?
No, it's just a piece of crap. It's hot. It's just a big old like concrete piece of crap. I don't know what else to say.
At one time, John Potter, wasn't that the largest one-sided stadium in the United States?
It was, and I have no idea why they needed one side of the stadium that's so big when they can't even fill the right bottom part of the stadium.
Well, I remember it being full now, back when Stan Humphries and all them was there.
They didn't have the other side of the field either with those bleachers. It was just one-sided.
Yeah.
That's true. They did fill it up, but they only had like the one side of the stadium. They didn't have the erector set on the other side that was put up.
I got an erector for you. Anyways,
I don't have a magnifying glass.
Anyways, Kyle said, I am absolutely shoving John in the locker for sure. I'll let him out, but he's definitely going in one. He's going to shove you in a locker, brother.
It says it would take me 3 hours and 20 minutes to get to Monroe from where I live.
Why do you want to shove me in the...
Oh, go ahead, John.
Why is it... What? Because I think that people complaining about a number is the stupidest crap in football right now? My God, it's a number.
Oh, well, no. He said, I care about LSU, John. My family is from Mamsonville. I don't know.
Is this show about LSU? I'm sorry. I didn't realize this show was about LSU football.
Hey,
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was on the LSU podcast.
I'll tell you this real quick. If you looked at the topics to the night, you would have known that was a topic for the show, brother. Listen, Travis, welcome into the show. He said Jaden Daniels needs to chill and worry about the NFL. But no, John, nowhere on my show does it say this is a Southern Miss show. I'm just Sippy Sports Show, bro. I just stole their colors.
Okay. It's a Sippy Sports Show, which means Sippy, Mississippi.
No, that means me, brother.
Well, where do you live right now?
No,
where are you living?
What's that?
Where do you live?
Louisiana, my friend.
Okay, well, that's true. I'll give you that.
Anyways, back to it. Pops, what you think? You know what? What you painting, Pop?
Pops agrees with me.
Yeah, I agree with John about this whole thing.
What you painting?
Just diddling.
Diddle-daddling?
Yeah.
I had figured out when Pops is like me and he's like tired of something, he starts dilly and daddling.
I got in trouble doing that diddling and daddling one time.
Oh, you better hug.
Don't we all, buddy? Don't we all?
Chasing that tail. Hey, Mark, you still on with me or no?
Yeah, let me just say this. I'm reading more former LSU players basically saying bigger than your legacy. I mean, that's and even no matter in both sides of like every it seems like Jaden Daniels is going to eat some doo-doo on this one as far as his long-term image with the LSU fan base.
Mark, do you think Ethan Hampton solidified it now that he's the starting quarterback for the Southern Miss Golden Eagles?
By default, I would say so. I mean, Liddy looked good in that. I think it was that Arkansas State game, but after that, he kind of regressed a little bit. And we don't know much about John White, so my answer is yes. I know y'all might have talked about this earlier in the show. Matthew was bringing this up. Those three players, one, they got to get condition right. They'll probably start if they're in good shape. But Blake Anderson was saying it's not a guarantee that they're going to win the job. Is that coach speak? Because it sounds like it. I'm sure if they get into shape, they're going to get their job back. if they were starting last year on a better team, right? But are there any other hurdles, Matthew, for these guys conditioning to make sure they get on the team?
You ever heard of this locked on Sunbelt thing? Guy Schultz has. He didn't even 12 hours ago. He did a rundown of quarterbacks in the Sunbelt, and he didn't even mention Ethan Hampton. He said Landry Liddy was the 6th ranked out of 7 quarterback in the West. He didn't. He said he's the starter 12 hours ago. So I don't know why. I mean, I guess I don't know why they hadn't officially. As they say, the scrimmage this Saturday, they're going to talk. Somebody's going to probably come out Monday, and they're going to have a quarterback. But I've been hearing Hampton's going to be the quarterback. But the 3 guys that are coming in, if you recall, Coach Anderson has been talking about that. Last year's offensive line couldn't move people off the ball. They had no running game. So if he's been talking, he said, I brought in better people this year. They're not assured of playing. I mean, they've been eating donuts for.
Matthew? What do you quantify as a good running game? Because Braylon Braxton wasn't he our leading rusher last year? I mean, we might not have had a running back.
He was. But I think those are what's called off-script plays, like when you're getting rushed and flushed out. And
there was a lot of them. Braylon Braxton. I mean, I'm assuming as a fan, just standing in the stands and watching on TV. I'm assuming Braylon Braxton was the leading rusher last year. Am I correct?
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know.
The guy.
If he wasn't, seemed like every other play he was running the ball.
No, because the last half of the season he didn't run because his knee was messed up.
I think it was Jeffrey Pittman.
It was.
Yeah, Pittman. Yeah, Pittman.
Just off top.
Yeah, he was the leading rusher, but the guy had a hurt.
But Mark, to your point, if Braxton would have played the whole season, I do believe he would have been the leading rusher. Yeah.
And look, I'm saying things because I'm going to forget about them otherwise.
Go ahead.
Now, all the awards, all the stuff with Jaden Daniels, all the stuff with Brett Favre, and all the analogies about Jaws and this and that, it comes down to this. It's subjective in the fact, and Pops, you know this, with the Hall of Fame in the NFL, that there's been great players that didn't win a championship, or quarterbacks, for example. They didn't win a Super Bowl, and they're not in the Hall of Fame, for example. Or, maybe somebody was a stat stuffer. Drew Brees, of course, he's a first ballot guy, but people don't talk about him being like really even a top 5 quarterback because he only won 1 Bowl. Then you got Joe Montana. Was he part of, I guess the question is, was he part of a great team, a great coaching staff?
Yeah.
Jerry Rice.
Well, Mark, I'll do you one better. Everyone's going to, the biggest argument right now in modern day, like Hall of Fame stuff, is the Phillip Rivers thing.
Mm-hmm. Great numbers.
I mean, never won a Super Bowl, never won an MVP.
Probably won't make it.
I mean, Pops, I believe Phillip Rivers should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, I don't know why, but
I think you got to win more than 3 playoff games to get in the Hall of Fame.
And his
playoff record is not good.
That's where the Phillip Rivers thing is such a debate because
I agree with Potter on this because you watch because of his relationship with Jones, but you watch when I'm telling you that what was his name? Tony
Romo.
Yeah, Romo.
Oh, Tony Romo.
Watch because of his stats in the regular season, he'll be one of them get in his relationship.
Tony Romo is going to get in the Hall of Fame because of his stats.
But he didn't win a playoff game or hardly won a playoff game.
Phillip Rivers will get in because of his stats.
He got in trouble.
Really?
Drunken disorder.
It'll take a couple shots, yeah, but he'll get in.
I don't think stats alone get you in the Hall of Fame. I just don't think they
already,
do.
Potter, it has already.
If you think Drew Brees got in the Hall of Fame because stats alone, he didn't make the Hall of Fame because of stats alone.
I'm not saying Drew Brees.
Drew Brees does have a couple of specific stats. One time he was the all-time NFL.
Yeah,
passing
before and
yards
him and
leader.
Brady were going back and forth, and Brady just.
I mean, let's be honest. Drew Brees
The homer.
lifted a city out of depression and everything that whole team did, and he was one of the main cogs in it. There's a lot more to football that puts
Guys,
Drew Brees in the Hall of Fame.
Did Willie Roaf ever win a Super Bowl?
No,
No.
Thank
no.
you. Hey, and he didn't. Hey, and he didn't with the Chiefs before he was with the Saints. So you know what? There you go.
Technician.
There
But
you
let me say
Didn't
this:
win a Super Bowl.
Willie Roaf didn't play quarterback, but Willie Roaf was one of the best tackles of all time. It wasn't because of Willie Roaf that his
But what I'm
quarterbacks didn't
saying
get the
is-
job done.
What I'm saying is stats.
I think offensive, defensive linemen, I think you judge them different than quarterbacks. You don't judge them the same way you judge a quarterback. You can be one of
Well,
the
in your
best offensive
opinion-
linemen in the world, like Kevin White, not win a championship. Be
In
one of the
your-
best offensive
Okay,
linemen of all
all right.
time.
All right,
And
you want to go there? So Jim Kelly shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Jim Kelly, you seen his playoff
Come on,
record?
now he never won a Super Bowl.
If Potter,
No, he just won 4 AFC championships in a row or something like that crazy number, won a bunch of playoff games. I never said Super Bowl. I said playoff game.
Fair.
I think the quarterback position, if this is what Potter's saying, I'll agree with this. That one position in the NFL, it's more quantified if you're going to get in the Hall of Fame based on how many rings you have or don't have than the other positions.
Okay.
Because you're the leader, you know.
That's not. Hey, is that fair, Mark?
Yes.
It's just the reality of it. Just like
Yes, it's fair.
that stuff. Jaden Daniels can do this stuff like legal stuff in Arizona, and no one cares about football in Arizona, where he came from, Arizona State. But if you do it in a state like Louisiana, which is impoverished, which really likes to be distracted by sports ball, they get really upset. I'm seeing memes right now of people saying that he's a mama's boy, they're assuming that his mother was behind this, right? In the memes, and former players are calling him out now. He's going to catch it. I can tell you right now, he won't be welcomed on the sidelines moving forward if this doesn't change quick. And the damage might already be done.
Guys, I can bet you this: Dan Marino did make the Super Bowl one time, though.
Yeah, you see the
He did
comment.
get there.
Ross said Phillip Rivers, Dan Marino, two legends that ate the S word in the postseason. Sadly,
Dan Marino made the
there's
Super Bowl.
another one. Should Dan Marino be in the Hall of Fame? You know,
Dan Marino had a defense. If Dan Marino had a defense and a better offensive line, he'd have won several.
Yeah.
I watched the guy play at Pitt when he was in college. I watched him play
well, Pops, what do you think? What do you think? Should Jim Kelly be in the Hall of Fame? Jim Kelly, Dan
No doubt.
Marino,
Yes.
Dan
Yes.
Marino,
Dan Marino too.
Willie Roaf.
I don't know who
Yes.
that-
Left tackle for the Saints at La Tech.
Do you think
For
Phillip
my
Rivers
tech.
should be? Do you think Phillip Rivers should be in the Hall of Fame, Pop?
No.
Let me ask you, if people are getting in the Hall of Fame, I hate to be one of these people that gets reminded of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has rappers in it and country
What?
people. Yeah, I mean they got Run DMC in the Rock and
I
Roll Hall.
was thinking about it. He's right. Matthew's correct. I was thinking
That's
about
about what they're doing with the Hall of Fame. In my opinion, football there ought to be people like
Well, Matt, I'm sorry, but how is Rum DMC in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
but there ought to be like
Walk
20
this way.
There shouldn't be 2,000 people. And every year you get these 8, 10, 15 people going to go up there and they have this big party and everything. Sometimes, honestly, no, they probably shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, Matt. So me and Pops talked about this earlier today on the phone. You remember this, Pop?
What?
And he was asking kind of the same thing. Oh, it's everybody gets a trophy deal. Mark, you know this. John Potter, you know this. The NFL has it now into eras. So you have to vote for different eras. Like it used to be just open, right? Well, it got to the point where like our generation didn't know the old heads, right? So now you have to vote for an old head. You got to vote for a 70s. You got to vote for like an 80s, 90s. You got to vote for a new guy. So in total, there's like X amount, say 10. There's like 5 to 10 different guys that get in. And it's based off different eras, which also puts at a disadvantage. Say you have like 4 dogs in the new era. Like, say you have like 4 stud guys. They're going to be at a disadvantage because you got to vote on some guys from the older era. You see?
Yeah.
But wait a minute, they're stud guys because they're in this era. Those guys in the past were stud guys in their era.
Is it also like this in Cooperstown? They just put everybody in now. Is everybody in the Baseball Hall of Fame too? They just bring everybody.
I'll tell you someone that's not in the baseball. Oh,
Who?
What are you talking about? I don't understand how the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is the same as a Sports Hall of Fame. I
Go
don't.
ahead.
Baseball is the
Elaborate. All
baseball is the baseball.
All
baseball-
Hall of Fames are the same.
If everybody
Baseball is for baseball. Football is for football.
of being in it, I mean, if they're gonna put everybody in, then
They don't put everybody in though.
What about the Wrestling Hall of Fame? Oh,
Yes,
everybody.
That's for. But they don't put everybody in the Hall of Fame. I don't understand where this is coming. Not everybody makes the Hall of Fame.
we done chased this rabbit far enough, guys.
No.
Now, 2 weeks from now, we're playing football, guys.
Thank you.
that's about right.
Pops's point about the Hall of Fame earlier, though, was there's too many people getting in every year. That's what it boils down
Yeah,
to.
they're building on
And I
wins.
do
to the thing.
But Pops, listen. I agree with that.
Next
There are
time
too many getting
Time
in.
you go up there, next time you go to the Hall of Fame, they're gonna have a roller coaster, like, and have somebody like Dollywood. You go down the log chute, and they're gonna have all that crap. Listen, everybody can't be in the Hall of Fame, and I'm against all that crap. Like I say, the team sport. You can only be dominant if there's people around you that are dominant. They'll make you dominant.
I agree with that.
You don't.
I agree with that.
On your own. That's just like the most valuable player. As Heisman. How many Heisman? Let's think back. Last 20 years. How many Heisman have hoisted a national championship?
Very few.
Very few. And how
Very few.
many Heisman have panned out in the NFL?
Very few.
And fewer. So does the Heisman really? Does it really?
Come on
I'm-
It's
No.
a different level of football, Pop.
Yeah,
What?
I don't. But I also say that even in the sports, they only allow a certain number in a year. They don't allow just an unlimited number. Like NFL only put 6 guys in this year. They didn't put 20 guys.
There's an article about
Together like 1,000 or something. They got how many thousands of people are in the? Someone look that up. It's got to be
There are
thousands.
not 1,000 people in the Football Hall of Fame. There's not.
I'm looking it up. There's
Well,
got.
listen, real quick while he's looking that up. Wait, what was that, Matt?
I bet there's 1,000 people. I'm looking it up.
Oh.
In the Football Hall of Fame.
National Football Hall of Fame. I'm putting it in. It's too many.
National football. Or
And
the
by
pro
way,
football or the national football or the college? Which one are you talking about?
NFL. We've been talking about NFL.
Okay,
Yeah.
Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. We're gonna
But-
find. It's too many. It's too many. I can already.
But the article that I was talking about just a second ago is about how the guy thinks that Arch Manning is, going to be a great NFL quarterback. And I believe that. I do think Arch will get it together at some point and be a good NFL quarterback. But it talks about how it'll be, he never won the Heisman. And that was like his expectation. So
There are 387 members in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
You beat me. Do it.
They ain't
Yep.
1,000 members in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Well, look at
He's
300
not.
and Potter. There's 11 on a team. How many teams is there?
Wait a minute. That's over 70, 80 years.
Yeah, I got you, Potter. I mean, I
That's
agree.
not a
I mean,
lot.
The numbers
bet
come
you
out.
can't-
Yeah.
Of them, I bet you can't
If
name
I-
10.
That's why you go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I wasn't alive in the 30s and 40s. Of course, I can't name them.
People at 387. That's just so they can all get together and have a party and have a speech, and everybody can feel good.
A lot of them are dead.
We're back on the
Yeah, I'm
third.
gonna say it's like, wait a minute. You're saying that you said there was 1,000. There's 387
Jim
members of the
Brown
Pro
ain't gonna
Football
be
Hall of
there.
Fame.
Jim
That-
Brown.
think of how
Lane
many
Dawson
players-
ain't gonna be there. Hank Stram.
How many?
ain't gonna be
How
there.
many players played in pro football? Look up the number of players that have ever played in pro football, and look at the number of people in the Pro
Guys.
Football Hall of Fame.
Guys, do y'all
I mean-
think Brett Favre? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Mark, do you think Brett Favre goes to these Hall of Fame parties?
Do I think he goes to them now?
Yeah. Do you think he's still shows up? Like a guy like Brett Favre.
Not now. I think he's aware that his image has been tarnished to where he's kind of. Some people think he's playing the park in his car. I think it's real. I met him in the parking lot at Keg and Barrel, but at the same time, I think he's taking a more reserved role where he's not sending deep pics to reporters.
Stop
from the New York
it.
Jets anymore.
Stop it.
I'm
No.
just saying.
There are 387 members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and there has been over 27 to 28,000 people play pro football.
All right, let's.
That's
All right,
elite.
since y'all want to keep Googling, Google this for me, somebody. How many members
That's
get in?
elite.
How many members are getting in each year in the Hall of Fame? Somebody
Five
look
or
that up.
six.
How many?
5 or 6.
No, look it up. How many members? No. That's got to be wrong. How many members? It's got to be like 10 now. They're letting way too many people in this year than they were ever. Like, it's getting out of hand as far as the amount of people they're letting in. I'll say that.
There's 1.5% of everybody that sets foot on an NFL field is getting in the Hall of Fame. 1%.
But
That's
between 4 and 9 people get into the Hall of Fame every year. 4 and 9.
But that's going to change, Matt, because now
That's-
they're letting more.
but in high
No,
school,
4 and 9. 4 and 9.
there's a
It's
they-
way more than 4.
there's
You
that
know
only
that to be true.
D1.
No,
Tell
there's
the
between 4 and 9 people make the Hall of Fame every year. Between 4 and 9. This year there was 6. Sometimes there's only 4. Sometimes there's only 5. You have
Go
to meet
ahead,
a criteria. They don't let everybody in.
Hold on, John. Dang it. Go ahead, Matt. Matt?
Too many.
Too many.
That's
That's
like-
like,
Too many.
what were you saying, Mark?
Does everybody deserve to go to a bowl? Every team, let's all go to a bowl.
No.
58 bowls. State went last year with 5 wins. We got a 5-win team. Oh, they did good or not.
SEC.
Give them a check. Everybody goes to a bowl.
Well, what does that have to do with the Hall of Fame?
I'm talking percentages with you. If everybody gets to win and everybody's gets a trophy, then everybody gets to go to the Hall of Fame. Everybody gets to go to the bowl.
No, everybody doesn't get to go to the Hall of Fame. Only like 1% go in the Hall of Fame that've ever played the game.
I still think that's too many.
That's elite. 387 people out of 29,000?
No, 27.
What you got, Mark?
I say the NFL does.
I don't care if it's 387 out of 27 or 29,000.
No. What you got, Mark?
One a year.
Hold on, Matt. My goodness. What you
All
got,
right.
Mark?
I love it.
All right, I was saying, Matthew, I agree with you. Letting a different genre rap, if there was a rap Hall of Fame, that would make a little more sense. So I agree with you wholeheartedly. Run DMC's, they're legends in their own genre. So they should be in the rap Hall of Fame, not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, obviously. Simple logic. I think the NFL does it better than the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But, some people get in, like Roger Craig, for instance, he's got some kind of health issue. Did he get in on the legacy vote this year because his time's limited? Maybe.
Oh.
Was he a good player?
No, he got in because he deserved it. Roger Craig was a heck of a running back.
No, No, I literally just said he's great. So I'm just preaching the choir. So I'm not here to fight with anybody. I literally said that. He's playing for the record. But yeah, for the record, yeah. I mean, I actually remember seeing him play, and he had the high knees with his running style. But I'm saying he does have a health issue right now, kind of like Brett Favre does. Some people have insinuated that Brett Favre is playing up his health issue to get sympathy votes and get.
I don't think that's the case. Come on.
And I'm not saying that's me saying that. I've heard people state that.
Okay.
Again, it's a disclaimer. It's not me saying that.
I hear you.
It's a disclaimer. I'm saying some people suggest that. Is it right? I mean, that's their opinion.
Pops,
We're
going to our next topic here, and
Finally.
oh, go ahead, Pops. What you got?
No, finally. We're moving on. Finally, yes.
Oh, I got you something, Pops.
All right.
Everyone else is gonna love this probably way more than Pops, but they've released on OurLads.com
Oh, good Lord.
a depth chart for Southern Miss. And here we go, fellas.
Yep.
Where's those three guys at?
Who are we talking? Greg Nunnery is starting. You hear me, Mark? That's how Greg Nunnery is starting. That's how new this is. That's how updated this is. It's got Maui out there starting as well. That's where we're at.
Wow.
So we're updated. You see what I'm saying?
Back.
The quarterback, they have Ethan Hampton. They got Robert Briggs starting. They got Davis Dalton as the X. Mario
Oh, good
Sanders.
Lord.
Mario Sanders as the Z. They got Caden Saunders as the slot. Greg Nunnery as the left tackle. The left
Oh,
guard.
God.
The left tackle is Tony Mealer, a transfer freshman. The center
Oh,
is Broderick Roman. The right guard is Old Maui. The right tackle is Christian Young, a senior transfer. The tight end is they got old Preston Kilgore, a junior transfer. They got Ethan Hampton at quarterback and Robert Briggs at running back with Steven Robinson backing him up.
oh.
He's obviously
So
your
they
back
don't
with John White as well. Go ahead, Mr. Matt.
They don't have Jalen Himes up in.
That's true. Nolan Himes, he's the backup for Caden Saunders.
Interesting. Well, there you go.
Go ahead, John.
They put the guys in there that are coming back from last year because they played, so they throw them in there. The wide receivers, it doesn't matter where you put them because they're all going to play the same amount of snaps. Quarterback, that battle is not no way done. That thing will go on till probably a week before the first game. He'll name somebody.
We're the only school that does that crap.
Because they want them to battle. They want them to earn it. You don't want to name somebody the quarterback and he thinks he's got it made.
Or are they trying to throw schools or something?
They just, why when you got a quarterback competition, would you name a guy and take the competition out of it?
Okay, why does Alabama announce it? Why does LSU announce it? Why does everybody else
Because they have
announce who it is?
because they have a legitimate
Hold on, but Southern Miss has to act like it's this big old secret. Every single
because they have a legitimate number one quarterback and Southern Miss does not.
Did you know that I think this is true? Liddy's stats in the past year or two, he's got like 7 more interceptions than he does touchdown passes thrown. I heard that. I didn't look it up. I just heard the guy talking about it.
Well, when you're a backup quarterback, that's what happens.
He's got
You're
like
thrown out there to run an offense that's not designed for you. So you're gonna throw picks. Ethan Hampton threw 12 touchdowns in the year he played at Northern Illinois started. He threw 5 of the 12 against some D2 school. The rest of the year, they pulled him most of the game, a lot of the games, because he was so bad. So I'm just saying that you look up his stats, they're kind of shocking.
Where did you hear all that about him getting pulled in the middle of the game?
Look at his stats. Look at his stats. Just look at his 2024 game by game stats. Look at the stats. It's right there, Black. You can see it. You can read it.
So you saying since he didn't get but like 10 attempts, he got pulled?
The game against Notre Dame, where everybody's praising him, he didn't attempt his third pass until early in the second half.
Well, there was 5 turnovers, I think.
Yeah, they also their special teams also blocked 3 field goals. And the only touchdown he threw, he got lucky. He threw it into triple coverage, and the guy looked up and caught it. It wasn't a skillful pass. It was a guy coming at him, and he threw it into triple coverage.
Well,
And he got lucky. The guy caught it. It's not.
Well, the guy was at South Bend. Who on the? I guess Caden Saunders has been to Happy Valley, but I mean, who's played the big game? Who
Nobody.
Else? At least he's been there.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
You know what? Bridgeford had been there, and he played at Cal. How'd he do when he came here?
The guy was bad.
Edwards was in the big game at Houston. How'd he do when he came here? Oh boy, was in the big game at Clemson. How did he do when he came here?
Well, the truth.
Billy Wiles, he didn't do well.
The dude ain't been given the job yet. So
that's right.
Mark, what do you think about this? None of these guys have done well, and now we got Ethan Hampton coming in. Where do you feel is Ethan Hampton another? He's not going to do well.
You got the transfer portal, and you got, like, when a coach leaves, we've had 3 coaches in 3 years. So Liddy's a leftover, right? Or he was recruited by another man.
Right.
Okay, so Blake Anderson comes in. You guys, I mean, I'm not suggesting y'all are thinking otherwise, but we got to be kidding ourselves if we don't think that when Ethan Hampton transferred here, that they didn't have some kind of agreement, right? I mean, that it's like, hey, look, this will probably be your job, dude. Come play your final year here. So because of that, just like when Coach O told Joe Burrow, look, dude, you're not going to start at Ohio State. Come to my situation. I got these 2 really good wide receivers named Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. And, dude, you don't have to be great. Just throw the ball up to them. You're going to win a Heisman. Boom. I mean, there's an agreement, though, right? Because, I mean, that
Blake Anderson recruited Landry Liddy to Southern Miss. Blake Anderson recruited Landry Liddy, not Huff.
Okay, so, and that probably led to Liddy staying. But what I'm also saying is, I mean, if a Mormon guy in Utah has 2 wives, are they equal wives? I mean, this is just a joke. It's a joke analogy, right? Or does he like making love to one more than the other?
Come on now. Is one a good cook and is one good in bed?
I think I'd run tag team. Oh, he leaves that.
Oh,
come on, guys, pound the donut.
Huh?
Run the football, he said.
But did you see where they had 4 players? They had 4 players the other day make some kind of list. 4 of them. There was a lineman, and there was a kicker or something.
Nice.
Did you list I don't know what that pro football.
Just
Pro Football Focus.
Yeah, I mean something. There's 4 guys that got on some list, and one of them was a sophomore. That young. I don't even think he made it on this list as he was a lineman. I don't think he's even on there. But I don't know. I mean, there's news.
There's a list for everything. There's going to be a list next week on the guy who takes the biggest dumps on the team. And they're going to be listing the top 5 players with the biggest dumps in the Sun Belt. There's a list for everything. And half of it don't, like, I saw one list. It was player with the least amount of pressures on a quarterback, and they have one guy listed. That's because he's played 4 snaps.
Oh.
Of course he has the least amount of pressures on the quarterback.
Now, I think on August the 22nd, if I'm not mistaken, they're having a fanfare thing. So I think it's free. It's kind of like a spring game, but it's a fall scrim. I'm gonna probably go out there. So
Good. Yeah,
you know,
you should.
I mean they got
I might go out there too.
going on.
We're gonna get to see that. We'll get to see them practice.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's it. You're going to get to watch them practice just like they did last year.
Like the spring game.
Yeah.
Like a hotter version of the spring game.
Heck yeah.
That's a little
Mark,
more.
what you doing?
Practice.
I can definitely tell you I'm going to go see Nick Mullins this Saturday at the Superdome. If you want to bring your family, I'll get you free tickets. That's only a deal I cut in Mississippi.
Hey.
All right, I'm going to cut you a special deal. All right, now, I think Ethan Hampton deserves to wear the number 5 jersey, but we got to talk to Jaden Daniels first.
Nah. Oh, you hush that racket. Mark,
Come on, guys.
talking defense, the depth chart on hand. Jeffrey Rush Jr., your defensive end on the left side. Xavier McIver, the D tackle. Cario, some transfer from D tackle. Jameer Lewis at right defensive end. Haygood at the at linebacker. Tyler last year, number 2 linebacker. Champ Lewis, number 1. Left corner. You got your strong safety. Robinson, the third, a junior transfer. You got your other safety, number 12, Laquan Robinson, redshirt senior transfer. Your right cornerback, number 28, Kelby Hampton, a sophomore transfer. And your other safety, you got number 21, Sammy Anderson Jr., a redshirt senior transfer. So you see a whole bunch of transfer. Everybody that's highlighted. Actually, no, you know what? Everybody on the defense, I'm not lying. Every single player on this whole defense is a transfer. I don't see one freshman. I don't see one freshman, Pop. Hold on, Pop. Hold on, Mark. Pop.
What?
Where's the freshman? We got one. Airy Slow. We gonna click on old Airy. But what do you think about this, Pop? One high school freshman making the roster, period.
Well, they don't. Freshmen ain't getting the same opportunity, man. This is painful.
Yeah. There ain't maybe 10 of them on the team. There ain't that many freshmen on the team.
Mark, he's a Louisiana kid. He's going to be wearing number 97 defensive tackle, 6'3", 305 pounds from Farmville, Louisiana. Played at Union.
Right there.
He's
the last of the Mohicans, man.
Yeah, he played at Union Parish High School.
We're trying to play the transfer portal game, but we don't have money to pay players. So my follow-up question to you guys is, these starters, where did they come from? Did they come from Kennesaw State and Valdosta State, or did they come from bigger programs? Now, if you look back at the roster going into last year, and Huff having what I consider to be more talent than the Will Hall era, and probably what we got now, no offense to Blake Anderson, if you look at the transfers, those guys were recruited by the likes of bigger programs like Virginia Tech and all these, like mid-Atlantic schools. A lot of those guys were looked at. It seemed like, coming from Marshall, they were looked at but they were targeted by bigger programs, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, Blake is a great coach. He's won before, but if the talent level comes from lower level football, we're going to get the results of that. Now, I saw a video kind of going up and down on the Sun Belt predictions. Right now, we're predicted towards the bottom, obviously, and actually Troy is supposedly the kind of like the front runner on paper, and then Billy Napier is the new coach at James Madison.
Yep.
They're going to be up there. But, I mean, I do think that these 3 players that we just got reinstated or whatever you want to call it, I think it is a major plus. I'm not saying we're going to win the Sun Belt. I'm just saying it's very much so needed to have experience on this team with this much turnover.
John, where you at on all this about Napier and James Madison? We haven't talked about this at all on the show yet. We're going to go around. Napier was the Lafayette coach that had Lafayette to the promised land. He went to Florida and failed tremendously.
Yeah.
That's when Pop really heard about him, I reckon. But where are we at with now?
I think it's a huge advantage for a coach to come in who is already a head coach. I just do. I think, Blake did a good job as possible as building a roster, but he's right. He's building it off of FCS and JUCO transfers.
We're talking about Napier.
Well, I'm just saying about Southern Miss. I'm agreeing with him. Billy
Napier.
But now, Billy Napier, this is a guy who's won in the Sun Belt too. He's going to James Madison. James Madison has a lot more money to go out and get transfers. You're talking, and the reason they have more money is because of their student fees that they get to charge an enormous amount, and the state doesn't do anything to them about it. So they have a lot more rev share money to go out and buy players, so they're going to have better players. In a day and age where it's pay to play, the teams that pay the most have the best players.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves.
Do y'all think there's anybody that just is gonna sneak up anymore? I mean, remember like Brett Favre, he was in high school, he threw 5 passes a game. Nobody used, and all of a sudden, let's just bring him in. I think they brought him in as a tight end or something. Is there ever going to be any more of that? I mean,
no, because kids have so much film on them these days. That was back in the day where nobody went and watched kids. Nobody saw film. These kids didn't go to camps. They don't do 7-on-7s. They don't show their arm off. They don't.
Get a VHS tape.
Yeah, they don't have that. There's so much exposure for these kids. No, you're not going to have those kids like Brett Favre that just show up out of nowhere. Maybe once in 1,000. Otherwise, there's so much film on these kids. They know what they're getting. They know where to find kids. It's just a different. We got to stop comparing today's football to the 80s and the 90s. It's different. It's different.
Go ahead, Mark.
I was going to say, back then, you had to drive back to the Applebee's behind the dumpster and go pick up a VHS tape from Grandpa and hope for the best.
Grandpa Favre.
No, think about it. These high schools now, all these high schools have games that are being live streamed. They're live streamed, guys. You can go on find these kids anywhere. Not now. I mean, not then. They had game film.
So Potter, what's
Potter? You're knowledgeable. I want to ask you a question, Potter.
Potter, what's the game?
I want to ask you a question. You're a knowledgeable guy. Let me ask you this, Potter. All right, at the Sunbelt Media Day in New Orleans, all the coaches that don't have money, not James Madison, but the other coaches were insinuating. Multiple coaches were like, there's going to be a cap eventually to all this. There's going to be some Pandora spots on the transfer portal, and the fact Southern Miss and UL and ULM don't have money. We're getting our butt eaten up over this, but there's a cap coming. What do you think, and what's the timeline? I know that's hard to quantify, but can we survive? Can Southern Miss survive till the playing field's even? Or there's some kind of cap on all this. Maybe one transfer per player's career instead of transferring every year like TJ Finley. What do you think?
They've got that.
There's a cap.
Yeah, they've got that. They've got that thing in Congress. It didn't get passed this year, but it's going to get passed before next year. That's going to cut a lot of this transfer stuff out. I do think they're going to limit the money situation a bit. They're going to have to limit it because what they're doing now is just, even for everybody, it's just not, there's not enough money out there to do what they're doing right now. So they know that's going to change. The problem is when you got the SEC and the Big Ten out there not wanting it to change because they're the only ones that can afford it, They're trying to fight it. That's why it didn't get passed this year. But I think because enough people are upset about it, it's going to get passed, and they're going to have to eat some crow on this or form their own league. And I don't think they want to do that.
Potter, what they're doing, I'm seeing coaches taking chances on people that had like an injury. There's a basketball team that was injured, came out of some place called Westlake or something. He didn't play last year because he was injured, but he's on the team at Southern. I mean, you're going to have to take a chance on.
Southern Miss has been doing that for 30 years, man. That's part of what they've done a long time. They've always taken players who didn't play their senior year, were injured. What's his name? Oh gosh, quarterback from D'Iberville.
This guy
Quarterback from D'Iberville got hurt his senior year. That's why I know about a lot of people went out after him. He came here, and he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. That's always happened for Southern Miss, so that's nothing new.
I'm saying
Taking injured players, that's nothing new.
You think that? I mean, that's an angle that you can take to get somebody in town, rehab them out, because like somebody big is not going to take a chance on them because it had.
But you're also got to remember that you're a school along with 100 other vulture schools that are also trying to get this kid now because there's more schools that he can go to. It's not you're not gonna make your team off of injured players. You might get one every now and then, but there's not enough who are injured. These kids specialize in it. They only play one sport now. There aren't as many injured kids as there used to be.
But what you're saying is that a kid, like if it just put yourself, say you're a recruit, and you don't care a single thing. You're 100%. How much can you give me? Do you really believe that every human being on earth is 100% driven by money?
Let me ask you a question. No. I don't think 100% of kids are, but I think 95% of them are. And I'm sorry, but when a kid, I don't blame a kid for going for money. You're asking a kid to have life-changing money to play college football. If you're a kid and you're good, you're gonna take the highest bid.
I would do it.
That's just common sense. Not many kids, especially that play football, live in a good enough situation where they can turn money down.
If they would,
that's a pipe dream. If you think that's out there,
why wouldn't you?
But what you're saying is,
I'm looking at for $10,000, I'll do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Whatever.
If you got no money and they offer you $30,000 and somebody else offers you $40,000
with outsider reason, bro.
But if you
outsider reason, bro, what's up?
But if you're 18 years old,
if I'm 18 years old, I'm chasing money.
And you have a cousin or a father that went somewhere, and you just like the school.
Okay, Chris Jones loved it here. Chris Jones
loved Southern Miss, and look, he's gone to Florida State, baby, because they paid him money.
No,
to make more money.
But he played here.
He did, but he left to go make more money.
Yeah,
he's not helping us now.
That's fine, but he played here to begin with. Well, I'm not saying that there's 100%.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
forever.
At least we got him for a little bit.
You're looking at a pipe dream. You're thinking that these kids, you're going, we got to figure out kids won't go nowhere. We got to make it to where they see Southern Miss and they just want to come here. Buddy, kids don't want to come to Southern Miss like you think they do. This ain't the 90s.
Potter,
It's Southern Miss one that wants to make kids come to Southern Miss.
By money. Everybody is not driven 100% by money. These aren't Pavlov dogs, man. These people might have a belief inside of them that
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Good Christian.
You actually think?
Hell yeah, Matt.
Southern
Miss I hope there is a kid out there that says, you know what? I don't care who recruits me. I'm going to Southern Mississippi.
Going to Southern Miss because I love the school.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn down hundreds of thousands of dollars because I love Southern Miss.
Tell them, Mark.
Where are these kids?
What,
Where are these kids?
Thing about it, guys,
Potter,
and here's
what
the whole truth. Here's the whole truth.
Where are they at? They never.
Hold on. What you got, Pop?
corruption goes with money?
What you got, Pop? What you got, Pop?
Here's everybody is bloodthirsty and pushing all this money. A lot of these programs are working in the negative.
Yeah.
More money on players than they got coming in. That's what a lot of people don't say.
Yes.
But one thing is the kids. First of all, the great majority of them are not going to leave without a degree. The ones that do get money aren't going to spend it wisely and are going to leave broke. They're buying Lamborghinis and
Yeah.
Bugattis and Rolex watches,
Hookers.
and they paying for their entourage,
Yeah, like little
and-
hooker hoes.
Auntie Geneva, and whoever, and and when they get through, they're gonna be like Marcus Dupree.
Oh,
That's
come
right.
on, Pop. Don't bring him. Why you had to throw him out there? Yeah, he didn't have to name drop Marcus Dupree, huh, Mark?
Right.
They're gonna be driving for Ryder.
But if you had to, if you had
Mark
to,
has his rookie card, Pop.
if you had to advise a young man or a young woman to go to a college, would you simply tell them, son, take the one that gives you as much money as possible?
If I
Absolutely. Yes.
I would. I would.
Yes.
As a daddy, hell yeah. But
Because let me tell you something. Wait a minute. I'm gonna put an end to this dumb notion. Let me tell you why you tell the kid to take the place of the most money. Because what if he gets hurt in practice his first year? At least he has that money to fall back on.
Drop the mic on him. That's right.
You don't turn down money. This is not Candyland and what is that? Shoots and ladders. This is the real world, and real world revolves around money.
Potter, that
And
money,
the real world revolves around money.
that money,
And these kids need the money.
that money,
And if they're going to give it to them, you're going to go to the place where you make the most money. When you go
But
to a
Matt,
job,
I'll
you're not
say
going to
this,
go.
Matt, morally, yeah, Southern Miss, like as a dad, a
I'm
dad's
just
gonna,
saying
a dad's gonna.
money
What?
has
What you got,
swing-
Matt?
that money is a seed of corruption. If that's what you want, that's what you're gonna get. Go get.
Oh
your
my
money.
gosh.
I'm saying it's the
You-
gods. If you don't want an
But these
education,
parents can't afford to send these kids to school. They can't afford to support them. You're
There you
acting
go.
like there's money for these kids everywhere. There's not.
the money ain't gonna last. It's like
What
teach a
you got,
man
Mark? What you got,
and
Mark?
he can make it all his life. You just
Oh my
give-
God.
he ain't gonna last.
Now look, I want to ask y'all's advice on this. I hate to break this up. This is totally off subject. I'm in the Taco Bell drive-thru right now.
Oh God.
a $5 value meal. Should I touch base with Jaden Daniels on that? The
Oh, the five.
Yeah.
$5 foot long.
No.
Watch out.
He wants a
No, you should ask Kenyon Clay because he's number 5. Remember, Kenyon Clay's number 5.
Oh, big Clay.
Boys got to eat, you know.
My man, the preseason first team,
The preseason.
man,
And
running
you got-
back.
And you got Brian Saxton.
Why did he leave Southern Miss to go to Alcorn State, Arkansas?
Hey, I'm gonna ask Matt a question right quick. Matt, let me ask you a question. You love McDonald's. You love McDonald's and they pay minimum wage per hour and you love working.
Okay.
Okay? But you get a job offer from a company that's going to come around and pay you instead of minimum wage, they're paying you $50 an hour. You're going to do the same thing, but you're getting paid $50 an hour. That's exactly right. What would you do?
Jones came to Southern Miss because he loved it here, and then
You leave and go get the money.
You don't want
money
me
came
to
along, and he left.
talk all the time. I can tell you something, but if you're not gonna listen, it'll do me no good. anyway.
Well, you keep saying that there's this magical kid out there that's going to choose Southern Miss and not money, and that it's a rainbow world.
I'm telling
That's
you,
not how it works.
Hold on, John.
second, you might learn something. I'm trying to tell you something that's written in the Bible. The
Oh
love,
my gosh,
you know,
we're talking about football, not the Bible.
John, let the man
Oh my
speak.
God.
My God, John, let him speak.
it's going to be a waste of time talking to
Money's the root of all evil. That's what the Bible says. But
Hold
people
on, John,
go out.
doggone it.
you.
He
Oh.
let you talk, John.
Oh,
Don't listen. It says, for the love of money, the root of all evil. Believe it or not, I believe it. If that's all you want in life, go get money. You probably, that ain't no guarantee. That ain't got the value that you think it does, kid. I'm just telling you. There's other things in life beside money.
Well,
Believe-
here's what I'll say. Here's what I gotta
Well,
say. I
that
played
makes no sense.
most of those kids, I promise you, were raised with a plastic spoon in their mouth and not a silver one.
Come on.
Thank you.
They and I just
Thank
being
you.
this might be the one shot, but the only thing is, there's no. I don't
There's
see
no
any
more
there's the right. There's no good advice laid out there. The universities that are not, trying to give them financial advisors. They ain't not paying. Hey, kid, you got to pay federal taxes on this stuff.
Oh,
And,
every
it's
kid
like Charles Barkley said.
is the same thing as telling every kid that all he needs is a check from the government. Let's all get on welfare. The same thing. Them kids.
this ain't the same thing. These kids have earned this scholarship. They're not earning anything getting a check from the government.
They're not gonna make
You
it.
you can't compare welfare and football.
If you ain't got sense,
Brett Favre will. Oh, come
You
on,
can't
now,
compare. That was good. That was good. You can't compare welfare and football. These kids have come from no money whatsoever, 85% of them.
Pops, where
And
you
you're
at
going
on
to
all
sit
that?
there and tell them, you're going to read them a Bible verse and tell them not to take the money?
where are you getting all your facts,
They
kid?
might be. Hey, Matt, they might be atheists.
I don't know what
No.
they are. To the truth, if all you gonna base your life on is a check, so you can go to college for 5 different colleges, not get a degree, all you're gonna have is $50,000 when you get out, because you're gonna waste all your freaking money. You're not gonna have a skill. You're not gonna have a degree, and you're not gonna make it to the NFL.
But you're going to have money in your pocket that you wouldn't have.
That never.
That's what I was about to say, Matt. It's about the money in their pocket that they're gonna have.
For the
50
moment.
grand.
For the
It don't
moment.
matter.
Oh, and I agree with you, Matt. But I mean, you're talking 17, 18-year-old kids.
No, they got daddies, they got mamas, they got cousins, they got friends.
I hate to burst your bubble. But the idea that all these kids have really good home situations is not true.
True.
That's not.
Hold on, guys. What you got, Pop?
Giving a whole bunch of money, one shot, and using them for their football, and then they're throwing them out after whatever 5
No,
years.
they're not.
You think that's
No, they're not.
Do it. That
Is it the school's fault that if a kid doesn't save his money? Is it the school's fault if a kid doesn't save his money?
John!
Should have advised it.
Listen to me, Pop. What you got, man?
They do.
No, listen.
How do you
What
know?
you got, Pop?
Well, I worked in heavy industry 29 years. When I started 29 years, my career, we worked around asbestos and benzene and all that crap. We never had any personal protection.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going somewhere. I want you to just hear me out.
All right.
And then, several years afterwards, you had people getting cancer and asbestosis, mesothelioma, dying with blood issues, all kind of crap.
In the long run.
in the long run. So, but they always didn't go back and blame themselves. They went back and they sued the companies.
Yeah.
Now, here's where I'm going with this. When these youngins 10 years from now are
Broke.
struggling and they broke and they ain't got an education, and they don't have a legal, let me tell you, it's going to be a legal thing. You watch.
Yes.
They're going to come out and sue the hell out of the NCAA
Yep.
and the colleges they went to. And that, and in my opinion, give them the money if they come for the money, but try to give them good advice and have advisors for them, but
set them up to succeed.
But somebody
I can
needs
tell you that most schools have financial advisors that work with the players, that help them try to figure out what they're going to do with their money. But if the players don't listen to the financial advisors, it doesn't matter. And a lot of times these guys aren't listening to financial advisors. They're listening to people in their family that have their hands out.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. These kids are going to spend the money.
And it's
Yeah.
too right.
You're saying
It's
their
not-
families are steering them wrong.
Yeah. It's not the schools that are steering them wrong. The schools are there with financial advisors and different things.
So the schools are blamed for paying all these exorbitant sums of money and not giving them an education. That's not
The
their
schools
responsibility.
are giving them a scholarship. The schools are sending them to class. The schools are paying them. It's not the school's responsibility to make them study and get a degree. That's on the kids.
What you got? What you got, Matt?
You tell me where I'm wrong.
He got up and walked off.
Education, Potter.
Go ahead, Matt.
It's not about education anymore.
Exactly.
It's not about it.
No, but it should be. It should be.
I'm not disagreeing with you. It should be, but it's not.
Yeah, but the AI.
That's the problem, kid.
You know,
But,
let me tell you
but that's not going to help you with the football team now.
Football, before football it says college. Before athlete it says student.
Yep.
well,
I mean, correct me where I'm wrong.
John,
But-
Before
but
say
they were-
football, they say books and ball.
The
I
reason
got a question for John Potter.
that
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go, what you got, Pop?
Mr. John.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, you stay in the game, you're head in the game anyway. For schools like Southern Miss ain't by themselves in this situation.
No.
How do you become and maintain programs that people just ain't gonna come and watch you if you don't have winning? Winning puts people in the stands. I mean, people ain't gonna go to stand because they're your buddy.
You're right. You got to win.
So
But that's the problem. That's what the NCAA has allowed. He's allowed money to take over. They've allowed that. They've allowed that to happen. I hate to say this, guys, but kids that were playing sports were failing out of school long before they got paid to do it.
That's true.
They were failing out long before they got paid to do it. So don't blame the money that they're failing out.
Where you at on all this? I mean, how does a team like Southern Miss stay relevant? I feel like we're not even relevant right now. But Mark,
we gotta hopefully get to the cap point that I was talking about earlier.
That's it. You got to get to the cap. That's why Jeremy McClain keeps saying they're going to pass that law next year. That's going to save a lot of. That's going to save a lot of Group of 6 schools.
The law that he's talking about, the cap, $50 million. That's not going to help a Group of 5 school. I'm saying give them an education. Do the best you can. But as far as
That doesn't win football games.
hey, Mark,
you can, I don't care about that.
hold on, Matt. I can't hear Mark on the phone. What'd you say?
That does not move the needle for young Americans like it once did.
What?
No.
To get your education?
No.
Not as much as it used to.
Oh my God!
Because
What?
I mean, if you talk to young people, they think the AI is going to like take all their jobs. I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm not saying it's going to change the workforce in America. It probably will.
But it's a scare. Yeah,
It's also a fact. It's also a fact that there's too many degrees, and people who get degrees in college are working at McDonald's because they can't find a job, or they get a degree in, I don't know, underwater basket weaving.
Oh,
A lot of kids are going to vocational schools. Getting a degree is not going to get you a job in life anymore.
Wait a minute. What we've
Go
done?
ahead, Matt. Go ahead, Matt.
We've traded the university of an educational system. We've traded that in for a quick money grab for a bunch of kids who are going to get out and they'll be broke and they won't have any benefit other than being able to say, yeah, I played 5 years for 5 different teams and
DJ Finley.
this car here.
Yeah.
And so we're supposed to just say that that's okay and that's their responsibility and has nothing to do with the university because it's not their.
Well, hold on, Matt. It's always been on the student. It's not the college's job to make sure they go to class every day.
It's not the college's job to make sure they get a degree.
Hold on, Pops. When you were at Monroe, hold on, Matt. When you were at Monroe, did the school come over and say, "Hey, Jeff, it's time to go to class"?
Listen, if you didn't go to class, every single day, the coaches that I played for, they got a report in their office at the end of the school day, which usually was about 2:00 for most athletes, who was in class and who wasn't there. And
So
buddy, it was your butt. If you didn't make class, you better have a doctor's excuse. Because
Well, what I'm saying is, it sounds
But
like
that
it
was also in the 70s. That's not the 2020s.
right, well, you asked me when I was there. So I just,
Yeah, when you were in school, that's the way it was. That's not the way it works nowadays.
Potter says just forget about education. Just give them a bunch of money, send them out there on Saturday.
No, come
No.
on. Now.
Tell them,
That's not what I said.
Education, Matt.
That's not what I said. What I said was, you're not listening. You're living in La La Land, Matt.
No.
What I
I'm
said
sitting there
was,
telling y'all that
I'm just
education does matter.
there's more.
education matters, but it's not the school's responsibility to make them get a degree.
I didn't say that. I'm just
Yes,
saying
you did.
more to life than money. What started
You're
this?
telling 18-year-old there's more to life than money.
In the long run, it would benefit them to get their daggone degree.
Just
right?
be quiet for a sec. What started this whole conversation was that Potter said there's zero chance that any human being is going to be driven by anything other than money. And I disagreed. I'm saying that some people still might want to go somewhere that they
played
like.
Where is that guy at Southern Miss right now? Because there's not one on the roster.
I mean, that might be the facts, but maybe next year there will be.
Maybe next year there's one, but one of those players is not going to win.
10 players on the 13, the 3 just came in that want to play in Hattiesburg. That's the truth.
3 that just came in got a free chance to play another year. That's why they're in Hattiesburg, because they can't transfer to another school. They got a free opportunity to play. If Southern Miss did not pay them like they are, and they are paying them, if they didn't pay them, they wouldn't have come back. Point blank, straight up.
As much sense
They're not coming back because they love the school.
You got 113 people getting up every morning, going to practice, going to school, doing what they got to do. Yeah, okay. They didn't get recruited by Notre Dame. They ain't nothing to do about it. But there's about 1,000 people that are still in the portal that are trying to work down here at the car wash because
that's because they overvalued themselves.
Because
that's why they're in the portal.
Told them that they could get more money if they put in this portal, and somebody's going to have to tell them. yeah, it's wrong, and somebody's going to have to accept responsibility. It's going to be like what Pop said.
Well, that's their parents, and that's the people that they love. That's not everybody else's responsibility.
You just said that everybody in these kids' families got their hands out, telling all.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
It's wrong.
That
They-
is
It
wrong.
doesn't matter if it's wrong. It's the reality of the situation. It's wrong, absolutely, but it's the reality.
Well,
It is the reality of the situation we live in now, that you have to pay kids to play. Nobody's going to come to Southern Miss if you don't have money to pay them. They're not coming to
I
Hattiesburg.
agree with that. I mean, I do think we're going to get a guy every so often that his
Every now and then.
They're
or,
getting-
or his
That's
grandpa
close
or his
to
uncle
Potter.
played here.
Mr. Potter,
Hold on. What you got, Pop?
Mr. Potter, that goes back to my question, though, I asked. You know, it's frustrating because we're like a dog right now. We're chasing a tail.
Yeah.
And, you know, and really we're kind of stuck in this fog. And it seems like the last few shows, not just this year, but last year even so, we get caught in this fog on the show about, you know, no money, no this, no that. And the fans, you know, well, the fans, you know, and all this. I hate it, but what do you do, man? I mean,
Well, let me talk about that. Let me speak on that. You know, y'all said last night that fans should just be happy that we have a team. But here's my point about that. Here's my point about that. When you're asking the fans to be the booster, and you're asking the fans to buy season tickets, and you're asking fans to pay for NIL, and you're asking fans to give money so we can buy better players, the fans have as much say in what goes on that field than anybody in that
Thank you.
athletic department.
That's what I said. I was like, bro, I paid money into this thing. Like, please tell me I got it. Like, I'm invested. It's like
When
stock.
you went to the NIL pay player situation and you started asking fans for money, you opened up to fans having a right to say something.
Right.
Say what you want.
And now you've got to pay kids to come here. You're not going to build a team if you don't pay them. You're not going to have a team at Southern Miss if you don't pay players.
but there's no money. That's the whole point, John.
You're
Potter.
missing,
Oh, I think you'd be surprised how much money they get a semester. What you're not getting
but
is
you're
what
missing.
you see at Alabama, like they're getting $200,000.
You-
There's
Go ahead,
17
Matt.
offensive.
Go ahead, Matt.
Potter.
Yeah,
And I understand all that. All I can do is speak for myself. I decided to look at it my own way. All right. I believe that the university is for education. I believe that sports is about building character. I believe that there is value in having college education. I also believe, and I know for a fact, that about 2 people out of the Sun Belt are going to get drafted in the NFL every year. So if the fans, all they want is wins for their money, I'm sending money too, then they're going to have a problem because they don't play. If you can decide, I decided, I believe that I'm going to trust the people the best I can to do the best they can. I know it sounds cheesy.
It does. I trust,
But-
like,
That what else am I supposed to do?
you're supposed to demand better, man. You're not supposed to settle.
But you,
all right. How are you gonna? All right, I'm gonna come. We're gonna go down and gonna beg somebody to make a donation. Like who?
No, but what you do, no. What you do, I'm trying to tell you something. This is something that I may know about that you don't. Let me just say this. And if you knew, and Sippy, just tell them. Anyway, if you understood how much money the football team is actually paying players, you would be surprised. They're not paying them $500 a semester, buddy. The starting quarterback at Southern Miss gets $100,000.
That's exactly what I was about to get into.
They're
The starting
paying
quarterback
money.
at Southern Miss
Yeah.
is getting a starting quarterback. At
They're
Southern
paying
Miss.
money.
Listen,
They're not at Southern Miss because they love Southern Miss. They're there because they're going to get paid, and they're working hard to get paid.
yes. The starting quarterback at Southern Miss is making $100,000. The backups are making $25,000.
Which is fine.
Go
Hey,
ahead,
guys.
Bob.
Man, I love it. It's been great again. And nobody, I know we're getting heated discussions, but nobody take anything personal, cause man,
No, I don't.
this is great. This is great grappling, but I enjoy it, and I gotta go.
I do too, fellas. I got to get on. Y'all have a good one.
Hey, y'all too, man. Y'all too.
Oh well.
Yeah, man. What you got?
I just I've made peace with the fact that there's a bunch of problems. There's a bunch of problems.
Oh yeah.
There's also just as many good things, and seems like all we talk about is the bad things. We rarely talk about any of the good stuff, like things like people getting on some list that they got honorable mention. That's a good thing. People
Well,
that
I would tell you that roster. When we looked up that depth chart, Matt, I hope you notice your name right now on the show. By the way, I changed your name. That's your new name. I mean, it's your initials, and you're a dog. You've proven yourself on the show. I love you, buddy. And you're Eminem, brother. That's your name.
And that's my first and last name.
That's right. Embrace that. All right. Go ahead.
I want to leave you with this. Just because there's a lot of bad things having to do with all the money, it's the same as all the bad things that came out of the NFL, the politics, all that. I'm determined to find just as many good things, and I'm not going to quit because all the bad. That's just me. So
ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's going to be 12 games. We're going to be playing on Saturday, and it's going to be college football. Just I'm on deal with the negative and concentrate on the positive, man.
I know that's right. All right, Matt. All right, Eminem. I'll holla at you later on, brother. Listen, guys, I'm looking at the roster again one more time, and sometimes we go down a sad route on the show, sad topics. Other times we pump in the sunshine. But right now, I just want to talk about this. So I don't think I dove into it enough with you. I just stated their name. But I'm excited to see Ethan Hampton take the start. I've been telling y'all all summer about Robert Briggs and that running back that, he was the only real veteran coming back. And, at the time, Maui and Nunnery were not coming back. We knew Davis Dalton was coming back, and I was really hyped about him. I've told y'all, this was Davis Dalton's year. If there was something to look forward to, if you're just, the normal Southern Miss fan joining the show, like we have a bunch of those that really aren't into the mix as much as we are, which is fine. Face value, Davis Dalton is your guy. He's a redshirt senior. He never transferred. He sat here. He redshirted here. He's been here almost 5 years, and great dude. I mean, absolutely great dude. He's a great spokesman for Southern Miss. I'm hoping he does get the start. Hold on, I'm getting another call. But looking at this roster, like I said, breaking it down, Davis Dalton, average fan coming on the show, Davis Dalton is your guy. Like, he's your guy to root for. All summer long, I mentioned Robert Briggs. I told y'all Robert Briggs was going to be the dog at running back. Yes, we got all these new guys coming in, which is great. But remember, Robert Briggs was with Blake Anderson out at Utah State, and he did a great job out there for him. Now he's, and he was there last year. Now he's a redshirt senior, just like Davis Dalton. Those are your two guys to look forward to. Those were my two guys to look forward to. And then, bam, we got Maui and Nunnery. So, Mark, I got you back on the show, brother. Talk to me. We're talking roster. It's just me and you right now.
Yeah, man. And yeah, the for stands, dude. If you do come to New Orleans with your kids, where you go check out Nick Mullins, we go sit by his daddy over there at the 50-yard line. I'll just say this, Sippy. You can say this for the next show. Maybe break down of these starters, Sippy. Who who else recruited these guys? And
Okay.
you know, in a and really kind of, I think that says a lot. I mean, because I'm not bagging on Kennesaw State or Valdosta State, but we used to not get players of that level. We weren't getting guys like that. We were getting higher level guys than that. And now that we have to pay players and we don't have the money and all this kind of stuff, the excuses. Then again, how did we do so well last year? Was it just because Huff is a snake oil salesman or
Well,
something?
He brought all those older guys from Marshall.
Okay,
You know, he
why
brought
they come? Did
Moten
they follow
Island.
him?
You remember Josh Moten
I
Island?
know.
He
Uh-huh.
brought Braylon Braxton. He brought running backs. Like, he brought linemen. He brought a squad, man.
And did he pay them with Southern Miss money, or did they just listen to him because he's such a great leader?
Probably a little bit of both. I mean, be real. I mean,
Okay.
obviously, I think the number one thing was they loved Coach. I think Coach is a cool dude. And I think he was a coach that took care of his guys. And, I mean, they left Southern Miss. We had guys leave Southern Miss and go to Memphis.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it shows,
He's a
like,
leader.
he's
He's a
a good
leader, man.
dude. Like, I know,
He's a
and
leader.
look, when Marshall got rid of him, it was a lot of bullshit and talking shit. When he left Southern Miss, where's the Southern Miss fans talking shit about Huff? I don't see that. I
Yeah,
think
and
Southern
I mean-
Miss was just grateful for what we had. Now, if anything, people talk about how, he gave up on Southern Miss when he took the Memphis job. Listen, when he lost his quarterback, that's what sucked for Southern Miss. We lost our quarterback. All right.
Yeah, you're right.
He
you're
went
right.
down, and we started losing. Whether or not they lost focus on the season because they had other jobs and all this other stuff,
I mean, I
when
think-
Braylon went down, that was it.
Mhm.
That was
Yeah,
it.
you're right. You're right. And I said it many times last year. I was like, it's a matter of time before this dude gets hit. And he's hurt, but, it happened. But whatever. Yeah, another piece of homework. Maybe check out Ethan Hampton's record. I haven't looked that deeply into it. He'll probably be the starter, probably because Blake Anderson made a promise to him. I
Yeah.
really do think there's a
Well,
possibility.
he's
of that.
also taking all the reps with the ones now. That word's already out. We
Oh, yeah.
know he's already taken. He's the one that's getting all the reps now. So he's
Yeah,
got the
and-
job. He's got the job.
And
You're
Vincent
hearing it
Massey-
here on the Sippy Show. I thought Landry Liddy was the guy. I was hoping he was the guy. Y'all know I like Landry Liddy because we trying to get Liddy in the hizzy, baby. Anyways, I guess we're gonna have to wait on getting Liddy in the hizzy, baby.
I know the show's almost over, Sippy.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
We know football's coming close because you're doing a lot of shows now.
We're
What,
back,
3
baby.
weeks?
We're back.
We're back. 3 weeks and 2 days. Let's go get it.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, people.
And
Maybe some Saturdays and Mondays because it's just I like going live all the time, baby.
I think the UConn game is like the kind of. I know the Tulane game has all the hype because we're going to be doing the party at the boot and everybody's crashing at my house. It's obviously going to be a fun time. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying we're going to win the game. I'm just saying that we know it's going to be a fun time regardless. Just like you going up to Auburn, it's going to be a fun, memorable moment and honoring your uncle and stuff.
Yes.
But are we expecting to win? No, probably not. Now,
No,
the
that's
UConn
not what
game-
that's about for me.
And Sippy, the UConn game's a little different. They're a cold weather team coming down here in the heat. They're probably a little bit better than us, but they're playing at our place.
No, Mark, I want to say this. For Auburn, you know how Matt was – we messed with Matt about we're happy we have a team, right?
Mhm.
I am just happy to get to play Auburn. I mean, I'm being honest. I'm grateful that we just get to play them.
Yeah, I don't want to lose by 70. I mean, we might lose by 30, but I don't want to get embarrassed to the point where teams like – and we saw this in previous years – Ohio State looks at us and goes, you know what? They're not even worth us playing them. So let's go ahead and cancel that. And you gotta make it. You gotta keep it not close. You can't lose by 70 though. If
No.
that discrepancy continues against the bigger programs, we're not going to get these games anymore. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'll say this as far as what Matthew said. Matthew's a great fan. Okay, he's the last of the Mohicans, paying all his dues, buys his tickets upstairs.
we've lost a lot of fans that either listen to the show or don't listen to the show, or we're on Eagle Post or all these other Facebook pages, and they're Southern Miss fans. They're dormant fans who don't attend games anymore. Is it because they don't have the money? Is it because they don't care? Is it because they like to have their bathroom 10 steps away from their ESPN Plus? I don't know. All I know is we've lost a lot of fans at the in-game experience, and we got to turn that around. Like it's trending, you know. Go ahead.
Mark Koss said, I'm not saying I know everything about everything, but I do know that I guess he's saying John Potter versus Matt should be a segment at least once a week. Never seen these two fired up. Love it. Also, he says, what are possible positives and negatives if SEC does break away from the NCAA? Does it turn college sports upside down or make it better?
I'll say that. Let me respond to this by saying, if Matthew was complaining as a Southern Miss fan, as we've become quote unquote.
What if Southern Miss joined the Southland?
Well, we are irrelevant because we're not even. It would feel irrelevant to us, the remaining fans. You know it. It would feel irrelevant to us, okay, if we did that. Now, Matthew was kind of complaining. I've heard other fans say this. There's too many bowl games. Well, if we don't have that, then I mean, like, there's an irrelevancy to the current system too. If there's not enough bowl games, it is a participation trophy of sorts. You know what I'm saying? I hate to admit it. I know people don't want to hear that in today's society, and I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying, what's the alternative? Have the BCS playoffs or whatever, and then everybody else is irrelevant? I mean,
yeah,
it has given us something to look forward to. It's given us something to look forward to, but none of that moves the needle for these players anymore. Not even education. Like, it's a different world. It's a different world now.
They just want money.
I mean, no offense to Pops and all them, and even my generation. I'm 48, okay? We did not stare at screens for 8 to 10 hours a day, and most Americans do now. I hate to admit it. I mean, maybe not that bad, but a lot of them do. I hate to say it, Sippy, but that's where we're at. And they're getting information on how to be a human being, how to be a leader, how to be whatever through this piece of glass they're staring at in their hand. And this is how they date. This is how they communicate. This is how they learn to be an adult. And it's a different world. I don't think they look at education or a degree the way that, say, Pop's generation did. It's a different world. So I do think there's, there's some players that still look at it as like in the case of Southern Mississippi, if these guys are coming from JUCO and they can say on their chest, hey, I play at D1 football, that's good enough for them. Are they ever going to make it to the NFL? No.
Right.
All right. But, we're dealing with a different brand of player. But I do like our quarterback room. I do like the 3 players that were reenacted. I think that's a boost.
Yeah.
And I don't think we're the worst team in the Sun Belt. I'll put it to you that way.
I don't either. 100% I don't either. I actually think we're 10th. I mean, I know there's 14 teams. I think we're 10th or 9th, something like that. That's where I'm at.
I want to say, I know y'all spent a lot of time on the Jaden Daniels thing.
Yep.
Culture in college football is big in the South, and in Louisiana it's big. So Jaden Daniels is pretty much toast at LSU forever. He'll never walk on the side. I'm going to go as far as to say how this is going to play out, Sippy, is he'll never be able to walk on the sidelines like Shaquille O'Neal does, like Leonard Fournette does ever again. It's sad, but I think that's how deep this has already gotten. They're making memes about him.
They're just owning him, yeah.
They're not. This fan base down here in Louisiana
is
like that.
It's just different.
And if you were in Long Island, New York, where they do not care about college football, it wouldn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a different ball game down here. I know there's a lot of Southern Miss fans that care about football. They're amping up the Alcorn State game with the legends coming, and that's great. I still will say, I expect there to be, Alcorn's going to bring some fans. It'd probably be our biggest home crowd of the year. But after that, Sippy, it's going to be a struggle to get 10,000 a game. I hate to say it, but it was last year, and I don't see that getting any better. I hope I'm wrong about that. I think attendance is always the biggest issue. It's either that or lack of talent on the roster. and that's always going to be that's the name of the game for us for the last decade or two. So, anyways, Hippie, I'm about to shut it down.
Yeah,
Get some
me
rest,
too,
man.
bro.
I'll see you Saturday maybe for Nick Mullins at the Superdome in New Orleans.
All right, my man. I'll holler at you. My man, great show. Good to have everybody that joined in. I'm very appreciative, very blessed to have everybody that Jake came on, had a conversation. The love that we get heated. Hate that, love and hate that we get heated, but we also get our opinions across, and we love each other and get back after it the next time we get on the show. Listen to me. I love you. Jesus loves you more. Listen to Jed the Sloth one more time. His Feed the Dog song. He just trying to feed his dogs, man.
Got to have it, man. Playing for some big stakes. Let it marinate. Trying to get a big steak. Big steak. Lamb chops on my dinner plate. Daddy get the big piece. Little boys gotta wait. Tired grapes. Trying to carve another lane. Her nails did. Tiger's eye with the magnetic paint. No time to take a break. You can chill, but I can't. I ain't go to country day. My father, he ain't had no name. I take the banks. Occupy the space. Post up in that bitch until it bleed. Make it menstruate. I'm pumping marathon. You can burn out in the race. Party time at Chuck E. Cheese. Ninja Turtle game machine. Gorgonzola on my pizza. I go see the shining sea. State to state, I'm heavyweight. Yokozuna for my people. I need some Picarina. You just standing in the way. Turning up tsunami waves. You just idling in the way. I'm not trying to be my dog. Where you can't shake.